What's up, brothers? Can you brothers hear me? Please press the one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. How are you brothers doing? Please press the one in the chat if my audio is clear. What's up, brothers? How's my audio? Press the one in the chat, brothers, if my audio is clear. What's up, J Bones? What's up, Mike Lawrence? Shout out to Conrad Grant, the whole team. Shout out to my old subscribers for the support over the years. It's much appreciated. What's up, Fletcher Smith? Shout out to my new subscribers for joining the passport movement. Brothers, this is going to be a very personal video. I think it's needed. I feel like Black men, we go through a lot. We go through the most in this world. And I'm a Black man myself. I've been through my fair trials and tribulations being a Black man in this world. And I want to just speak to you about the mistakes that I've made in the past, whether it's maybe my fault or the fault of other people. You know, it's all good and well speaking about women traveling money, but, you know, I understand that a lot of Black men are going through a lot of things. We go through racism, we go through hurts, we go through oppression, we go through hatred from other people. And I just want to, speak to brothers in this live stream. It doesn't matter if you're American, if you're from the UK, Canada, Jamaica, the Caribbean, Africa, we're all Black. We've all been through a lot. And I'm international passport. There's been some mistakes in the past that I've not allowed to define me, but I still think about it every day. I still think about it. So let's go into this live stream. Like I said, brothers, it's going to be very personal. It's going to be different from what I've done previously in the past, my previous content, because I feel like we need to be more outspoken as to the things we go through as Black men. You know, looking back at my life, I made some mistakes that I can't take back, mistakes that, I still think of every day. Now, the first mistake I can admit was not understanding what balance is. And let me go into that further, brothers. I grew up in a household where it was all about education. It was all about reading books, going to the best school, getting good grades, all about education. And because of that, I felt like I wasn't taught other things in life. Yeah, it's all true and well. It's all good to get the best grades and go to the best school. But life isn't all about that. There's more to life than just reading books all day. And I find that if you go too deep into one thing, you lack in other things, So yeah, I went to school, I got good grades, but I feel like that there was a consequence of me going so hard and studying. And one of it was not dealing with the woman that was showing interest in me back then. That was back in high school, back at university. I had girls who were clearly interested in me. And I really think that one or two of them were wifeable, and, getting that woman early, that girl early in your life is very important, and if I knew how the world was going to be like right now, in terms of feminism, in terms of how horrible women are in the West, I would have locked down a solid chick back at university, back at high school, and still be with her. I really regret that, brothers. I went so hard at university that I let the good girls slip. Because I always thought that, if I dated too much girls, if I was just interested in girls, that my grades would slip, that I would become a failure, that would draw me away from my studies. But that's not the case, brothers. That is not the case. Life is all about balance, you know? And that was something that I missed. And I feel like a lot of brothers, they don't have that in their lives. Brothers go so hard doing one thing, they forget everything else. And for me, I really regret not locking down that chick. There was two chicks that they're great. They were great chicks. They were feminine. They were nice to be around, and I pushed them away. You know, I pushed them away, and we're going through a lot in terms of how horrible the women are in the West, and that is not an understatement. The women in America, in the UK, are absolutely horrible. They're just horrible. You know, chicks back then, they're different now. And I just wish that, I had more balance to my life back then. That I dated those two girls, and who knows, would I have this channel? Probably not. I wouldn't have this channel if I actually took one of them seriously. And there was one chick that was always on me, like, what am I doing after class? Where am I going to? And I always made up lies. Told her that I'm busy, I'm studying. I pushed her away. She was a gorgeous Barbados chick from the Caribbean. Gorgeous. Cute face, nice body, smart, feminine, clean, you know? And it just, I realized that there's nothing wrong with studying and dating girls at the same time. There's nothing wrong with studying and doing different things at the same time. Yes, I understand that, we come from immigrant backgrounds. If you're a Black American, there's a whole statement that you've been there for many years in America, and that's understandable. But understand that I'm from the UK. Parents came here in I think in the 60s. So I'm essentially an immigrant. So I came here, to work hard, do well in education and everything. But I just felt like I was pushed so hard into education, and a lot of brothers around me go through the same thing as well. Books, 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 books. Education, education, education. And then they lack in different things. You know, I have a lot of regrets. I admit that back in the day, I went too hard in books, in something, and that meant that I let the good girls get away from me. Because, in my opinion, you're supposed to get them young. You're supposed to get them before they sleep with a bunch of dudes in college. You're supposed to get them before they get poisoned by feminism. Because when you get them young and they know that you're a real man, you're masculine, you have your masculine traits, they won't change on you. But that was my mistake. Do I blame my parents? No, I love my parents. I love my dad and my mom, both great parents, both encouraged me to go to school, work hard. But I feel like I needed that balance in my life. I needed that balance in my life. I needed someone to tell me, international, it's okay to study and date at the same time. It's okay to, go after that chick. But no one told me that. When you come from an immigrant community, they tell you, go and study books, books, books. And the struggles that we have with women nowadays, right now, this could all be avoided if we got that chick when she was young, in college, in high school, and then just stayed with her, made her yours, made her your girlfriend. I regret that a lot, brothers. I really do. Because right now, I'm looking around my community. I go on dating apps in the West, and these chicks here are just demonic, they're evil, they're wicked. And I'm thinking, this could have all been avoided if I just locked down those two chicks back in the day. Why did I push them away? Why did I do that? That's mistake number one. Lack of balance. And that's an example that brothers should take from me. You don't have to go so hard in one thing that you lack in other areas. You don't have to do that. You can still study hard and you can still enjoy life. You can still go out there and meet friends, go out there and meet dying women. Which is why on my channel, you don't hear me saying focus on one thing specifically. I always tell you, brothers, you should still enjoy life. You should still enjoy life. Don't just think about women all day, think about making money all day. I tell brothers, still enjoy your life. You know, I regret that a lot, brothers. I really do. But I can't dwell on the past anymore. You know, I can only move on from it. But it does hurt me every day because I look at my situation, and the chicks nowadays are just worse than dirt. And two of those chicks I've lost contact with, but I wouldn't hit them up because I don't know how they are now. They may be the biggest feminists ever. But brothers, I want you brothers to understand the importance of balance. Balance is very important. Everyone on my chat is, I know you're all doing your own thing. You're all making money in crypto and stocks. You're spending hours upon hours doing that. But understand that you only have one life. You only have one life. Yeah, make money, but also enjoy your life too. If a feminine, cute chick just so happens to come your way, don't push her away. You know, don't push her away because you're on your purpose. Yes, stay on your purpose, but again, enjoy your life. Enjoy your life, brothers. You only have one life. Have balance in your life. And for brothers who are, in their early 20s, watching my video right now, in their teens, brothers going to college, this is for you, brothers. You know, I know I know black parents, I know especially, black African parents, black American parents, black Caribbean parents. All our parents always encourage us to do well in school. But brothers, understand that balance is very important. Study hard, but also lock down that chick you meet in college that fits the criteria that I tell you in all my streams that we get from Kevin Samuels. Fit, feminine, cooperative. You want to lock it down very, very early. Or else you'll be in your 30s, 40s, dealing with horrible chicks. I don't want that for my young viewers. Have balance in your life. So that's the first mistake, you know? That's the first mistake. The second mistake I've done as a black man is not becoming red pilled in my early years. Because my goodness, I was a simp. I was one of the biggest simps that you could ever come across. And looking back, I am absolutely ashamed of myself. I was simping so hard that you brothers would probably clown me if you came across me back then at university, at high school, in my early 20s. But shout out to Black Yasuke for the $4.99 super chat. He says, appreciate the sobering topic. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Much appreciated. Brothers, also I've opened up my Cash App as well. So send through some Cash App donations. Remember, YouTube takes a cut. They take a 30% cut of my super chats, which is quite a lot. So if you don't want that to happen, please feel free to send through Cash Apps. You know, I was a simp. And I wish I knew about the red pill very early on in my life. Let me give you, brothers, an example. There was one chick, back in the day, she told me that she liked me, and I told her that I liked her. So when you establish that rapport, I guess the next thing is to hang out, go cinema, kiss, do whatever, establish that relationship boundaries. But this chick also told me that she liked 4 other guys as well. And she found it very hard to pick one guy she wanted to date and be in a relationship with. Instantly, that is a red flag. So that chick likes 5 guys at the same time, and I'm one of them. And me, being the biggest simp of all time, begged her to choose me. What was I thinking back then? What was I thinking? Can you believe it? She told me that I was one of 5 guys she really liked, and she couldn't pick one. And I still simped after her. I took her places. I was begging her. Please choose me. Forget the other guys. If I was red pilled back then, I would have walked away and told her to go F herself. 5 guys, I'm one of them, and I still tried to make her convinced to choose me. I should not have done that. I should not have done that. I should have walked away. I should have just blocked her, walked away, and just, left as it is. Appreciate my value and understand that there's no way I'm one of 5 guys that you want to juggle around or whatever. Embarrassing. And looking back at that, I was ashamed. And that was before me traveling. That was before me understanding that, women are horrible in the West. That was before Instagram came out. And I thought that was normal. I thought that was normal. I could not believe that I did that back in the day. I was still chasing after a chick that told me expressly that I was one of 5 guys she really liked. She couldn't pick one. So she hung out with all 5 guys on different days. So on Monday, I'd be with her. On Tuesday, another guy. Wednesday, another guy. Thursday, another guy. And I was doing that for 8 months, brothers. 8 months. Now, I think a year. A year or 2. I was simping that hard, brothers. Oh my goodness. She actually had a schedule for me. I would only chill with her on Monday. The next day, a different guy, rotating 5 guys. And I knew that willingly. It wasn't the point that she hid it from me. She told me expressly, and I accepted it because I was simping so bad. I was the biggest simp back then. My goodness, RP saved me, man. The passport movement saved me. My value was that low that I accepted her giving me a schedule that I would hang out with her every Monday because she was balancing 5 guys. Damn. I've got a super chat, brothers. Shout out to Conrad Grant for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it, bro. A regular supporter. He says, shouts out UIP, sharing a story with me. And no worries, bro. I want to show brothers that I'm not perfect. I have flaws. I've done mistakes as any other human beings. And of course, that would also allow brothers to relate to me even more. We're all going through the same thing, and me just having this platform does not exclude me, brothers. We're all the same. We're all human beings. We all go through our trials and tribulations. But I'm here to give you, brothers, a platform for you to speak, for you to hear me speak, and for you, brothers, to get your passports. Appreciate that, Conrad Grant. Shout out to Tyler Hutchinson for the $4.99 super chat. He says, $4.99. Appreciate the advice, man. Best info I heard in my 21 years of life came from this group of brothers. Appreciate that, bro. Kind words. Happy to hear that, brother. So yeah, I was a big simp back in the day, and I'm ashamed of it. I'm ashamed of it. Giving me a schedule, and I'm aware that I'm one of 5 guys that she's balancing. Damn. And that ties in to me not having a mentor back then. Brothers, let me tell you this, right? Having a mentor who has been through life, who has seen through the years, who has seen the trials and tribulations, who has seen how life works, is needed. Doesn't matter how old you are, if you're in your 20s, if you're in your 30s and your 40s, you need to have a mentor. Because back then, I had no mentor. I had no role models. I had no mentor. I think back then, I was listening to simp anthems all day, R&B anthems, Boys to Men, Usher, you know, all those simp anthems were all in my head. The Disney movies, all that nonsense. Damn. If I had a mentor back then, he would have told me, bro, walk away from that. Understand that you cannot go through this life by yourself. Life is Mario. R&B says Mario, let me love you. Yeah, that was a big anthem. I love that song. That's the #1 simp anthem of all time. I love that song. Great beat. Brothers, understand this, right? You cannot go through this life by yourself. You can't. Hold on, brothers. You cannot go through this life by yourself. You can't. That's what I'm finding out throughout the years. You need to have a mentor. You need to put yourself out there. You need to network. This life is not a life where you can just do it all by yourself and walk alone. No. Don't do that, brothers. Speak to people. Network. Have mentors. Learn from people who have done mistakes so you don't make that mistake. Back then, I was ignorant. Back then, I thought I knew it all because I had books, I read a lot, I was very intelligent in certain aspects. I thought I knew everything, but it was clear that I didn't. It was clear that I didn't, you know? And that's why I made a lot of mistakes back then. I should have had a mentor. I should have reached out to someone that I knew that was more successful than me and asked him to take me under his wings. But I didn't because I was so ignorant. I was so arrogant. When you're young, you're at your peak performance. You're strong. You're tall. You got muscles. You're good looking. So you think you know everything. But that's not how life works. That's not how life works. In this life, you cannot do everything yourself. You can't. Please, brothers, network. Reach out to people. Remove pride from your lives. Pride is the devil. Envy is the devil. Jealousy is the devil. Be humble. And I'm not saying be timid, but understand that we're all equals. You may make $5 million a year, but don't look down on someone that makes 50K a year or 30K a year. Okay, brothers? Don't make that mistake that I did. I will never simp like that again. I will never simp like that again. Please have mentors, ask around, seek knowledge, and understand that no man is an island. Let me repeat myself one more time. No man is an island, meaning that you cannot hold everything in your life or in your head. You can't. You can't do everything yourself in this life. You don't know everything. You will never know everything. Don't try and be that person that you feel like you're above everyone, you know everything, or else you will get finessed in this life. I got a couple of super chats. Shout out to Yama Bar for the $10 super chat. He says, I think a lot red pillars were once blue pilled. Can't enjoy the good without knowing the bad. Also, I think older experienced men do a better job managing relationships with women. You're good. Thank you for the kind words, brother. Appreciate it, bro. I bounce back. I'm not perfect, but every day I'm still learning from you, brothers, and everyone that I watch and read. Again, thanks for the super chat, brother. Shout out to Jalil for the $20 super chat. He says, funny how a 27-year-old, I echo everything. Funny how at 27 years old, I echo everything you're saying. I'm now part of many men building groups to become the best version of myself. Shout out to the community and blessing be upon you guys. Salute IP. Great super chat, brother. Salute to you too, brother. Yes, bro, I definitely agree. Please become the best version of yourself, brother. Again, thanks for the super chat. The Discord server is coming soon. That's going to be another avenue for brothers to intermingle, share intel, network, etc., etc. Look out for that soon, brothers. Appreciate that, brother. So that's the second mistake. Shout out to Jay Bones for the $2 super chat. He says, black men need each other. The world is cruel. Yes, we definitely need each other. We definitely do. The world is cruel against black men. I don't care what anyone says. Every group of people dislike and hate black men, even people in our own community. You know who I'm going to say, but they do. They do. We need to support each other. We need to build up each other. We need to start investing in each other, helping each other out, career advice, uplifting each other, giving each other positive words. Why do you think I hate when I see brothers arguing in my live stream comments? I don't want to see that at all. I want to see brothers uplifting each other because we all we have. We are all that we have. So that's my second mistake. My third mistake, a big one, is being financially illiterate. Is being financially illiterate. What do I mean by that? That's spending money on women and not putting it into stocks or even crypto back then. I remember when Bitcoin came out and I wish I invested in it, but I didn't. Now, salute to the brothers in the chat who did invest in Bitcoin back in the day, because you'll be very wealthy right now. Brothers, finance is very important. Please always build yourselves up financially. Look into different avenues while you're very young. Doesn't matter if you're 18, 19, 20. Look into stocks, crypto, real estate, property, business. Even work 3 or 2 jobs. Because when you're young, you have the energy to do things. When you're young, you have the strength and the mental capacity to do things. You could work 3 jobs when you're 20, and it wouldn't even phase you. When I was really young, I was lazy. I could have worked 2 jobs. I could have worked 3 jobs, but no. chasing after women, watching TV all day, being satisfied in just being normal. I don't want to be normal. And I want you brothers to not be normal as well. I want every brother to be great. I want every brother to be great. Great. Seek opportunities. Reach out to people. Always be active. Because I feel like there's so much distractions in this world, and it's put out there on purpose. There's so many TV shows coming out nowadays. You notice that, brothers? So many different streaming outlets. You've got Amazon, Prime, Netflix, HBO, Disney. Bruv, this is all a distraction. Brothers, this is all a distraction. Back then, it was the same thing too. Music would drop. I couldn't wait to listen to the latest hip hop music. You know, every Friday I'd wait past 12 a.m. because albums come out around 5 a.m. UK time on Saturday, and I would just wait for it to come out. What on earth am I doing waking up at 5 a.m. just for a hip hop album? Why am I not working on a business during those hours? Why am I not seeking other revenue avenues during those hours? In fact, why am I not even studying during those hours? Again, distractions. And again, a lack of mentor in my life. And let me tell you, parents are great. Parents are great mentors, but parents don't know everything. You know, especially if you want to go into a field that your parents don't work in, or your parents don't know certain things. Other people may know that. Other people may know that. Wow. Time is of the essence. That's my third mistake. I took time for granted. I really took time for granted. Watching anime all day, reading manga all day, partying, not doing things that were productive for my life. Brothers who are still in their early 30s, early 20s, it's never too late. It's never too late. But understand that time is something you never get back. And that's what I wish people told me back then. Time is something you never get back. Because back then, I was always told you're young, you can waste several years of your early 20s, of your late 20s, of your early teens. Damn, that's bad advice. You can make mistakes. Yeah, you can make mistakes, but when you're that young, start setting yourself up so when you're in your 30s, 40s, you can retire. But damn, I wasn't told that. And a lot of brothers around me weren't told that. I remember the whole YOLO era pushed out by Drake. You only live once, so do what you want. I disagree with that. Yeah, you only live once, but make sure you live responsibly. Make sure you do the right things. Hey, shout out to Jay Bones for that super chat. Jay Bones, that's going to be my fourth choice. That's going to be my fourth mistake. You, you read my mind, brother. Shout out to Jay Bones for the $2 super chat. Every woman I helped turn their back against me. That's going to be my fourth choice. And in fact, bro, that's happening to me recently. Oh, man. Shout out to Jay Bones for that. So that's my third mistake. Shout out to Stuo1987 for the $2 super chat. Supporting, appreciate the okay, what's the bro? And the Montreal streams. No problem, brother. I'm happy that you enjoyed it, Stuo987. My fourth mistake was exactly what Jay Bones said right here. Every woman I helped turned their back against me. Oh, I can't even count on my fingers the amount of women that I helped. And when I needed help, they turned their backs against me. I'm supposed to believe that women are the fairer sex, the kind sex, the ones that are passionate, the ones that are caring and helpful. That's BS. That is BS. Women will take from you, they will use you, and never help you when you need help. Moving that aside, they won't even appreciate the help that you gave them. They will turn against you. They will block your number. They just use you, even though you did nothing bad to them. Even though you helped them out when they were on their knees, when they were lower than dirt, when they had nothing, and then they turn their backs against you. I've experienced that so many times, J Bones. I've experienced that so many times, brothers. And I'm today, as from now on, brothers, I don't really think you should be helping out women anymore. I know that might seem harsh, but the way women are nowadays, they will use you, they will pretend, especially in the West. And they're pretty ungrateful, very ungrateful. That's a mistake that I really regret because it happened to me once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. And guess what? I still continue to help them. It's crazy, brothers. This world is evil. This world is wicked. It really is. People are really out there for themselves. People will not appreciate the work that you've done for them. It's crazy. I really regret all helping out all the women I did in their lives. I really regret it. But you learn from your past mistakes, and I've learned from it. I'm a much wiser man now. I'm much wiser right now. But guess what, brothers? I believe in one thing. I believe in karma. I believe in karma. I really do. I believe in God. I do. And I know that, I know for a fact that brothers who have helped out people and those people that have turned their backs against you, they will be dealt with by karma, by God, by Jesus Christ. They will be dealt with. And guess what? God will bless the brothers that have helped people out. I've helped out so many people in my lives, both men and women. I've helped out a lot of people. And I know for a fact God has my back and God has your back, brothers. Because I know a lot of black men in the UK, they help out a lot. They're good people. Brothers have helped me out. I've helped out other brothers. You know, you can simply just walk up to a brother or just wave at a brother and ask him for help, directions, and he will help you out compared to other people. We really are kind people in the UK, black brothers. We're really kind people. But a lot of people take us for granted, use us. Yeah, we may have been used, but guess what? Karma exists. And what goes around comes back around. So I ain't stressing. All the women that betrayed me, I ain't stressing because I know karma will get them eventually. Karma will get them eventually. Shout out to, I've got a super chat here. Shout out to AN for the $6.99 super chat. YOLO, nope, more like you live every day and die once. Let that sink in, brothers. Facts. There you go. Take every day as it is. Fulfill your potential, work hard, but don't have that mentality where you're like, YOLO, so I'm gonna live recklessly. I'm gonna smash all these chicks without any protection. I don't care. Come on, brothers. That's not life. Live responsibly, make responsible moves, and you will be rewarded. Have balance, have patience, and you will be rewarded. Shout out to AN for the $6.99 Canadian dollar super chat. Shout out to Michael Kante for the $5 super chat. You're going to need to go on a holiday after all these streams this week. Appreciate you, IP. Yeah, bro. That's in the plan. That's in the plans, brother. Hopefully, the UK removes its stupid restrictions and I can get out there. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you more streams, more videos. Got a couple more streams coming next week. So look out for those streams, brothers. Appreciate the super chat. $5, Michael Kante. Appreciate that, brother. That's my fourth mistake. Oh, shout out to Conrad Grant for the $2 super chat. He says, these modern day women are complete Jezebels. That's facts. Facts. A lot of them users. Absolute users. Users. Damn. Just using people, using men, and discarding them. I've been used. I'm not going to lie to you, brothers. I've been used by women. I have been used by them for attention, for other things. And looking back, I was like, oh, wow, she used me for the moment, for her enjoyment, for her pleasure. I've been used, brothers. I have been used. And it doesn't feel nice. It doesn't feel nice when a woman uses you and blocks your number afterwards. Blocks you on her social media, blocks her number. She's done with you. She's used you for her pleasure, and that's it. I've gone through that, brothers. You know, which is why I'm a relationships types person. I really am, because I'm tired of dealing with just random women. You know, there needs to be a connection for me to actually take it further. All that doing things for the moment, casual dating, I'm off that, to be honest. The woman out there moving recklessly, sleeping with 10 guys at once, I'm good on that, bro. Shout out to Conrad Grant for the $2 super chat. Shout out to Suo for the $2 super chat. He says, deal with people, women who can add to your life. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. But it's very hard to find a woman that will actually stay through with you through the thick and thin, especially in the West. It's hard to find a woman that, if you need something, she's there for you. Some sort of support, she's there for you. She won't laugh at you. She won't turn your back on you. I don't know any woman in my life that is that kind of solid person. Friends, I have a few female friends, but I can say that they ain't the ones that, that will be there for me if needed. Because I know how women are. They will use men, but they won't help men, especially in the West. Damn. And I know it's so frustrating what we're going through, brothers, especially through the past year, coronavirus, not being able to travel. You're seeing TikToks of women just acting crazy. I know what we're going through, brothers, but understand that nothing in life is permanent. There's always something better out there. There is. There is. Shout out to Cyril1987 for the $2 super chat. This is being one of my most personal live streams. And brothers, feel free to get the likes up, please. That would be much appreciated. Support is needed for this channel. We're making moves. I hope we get bigger and bigger. The passport movement is needed. It really is needed. We need to get our passports. We need to. Damn. Shout out to Ronald Taylor for the $9.99 super chat. He says, Job 4:8, as I have observed, those who plow evil and those who sow trouble reap it. Facts. That's the Lord's words from the Bible. Aaron B, no caps, bro. That's the Lord's words from the Bible. You know? Man, the Bible, damn. The Bible is the way of life, in my opinion. I respect all religions. I respect Islam, whatever religion you are, brothers. I respect it. Christianity, I respect it. But the Bible is the original RP scripture. Tells you how women are. Tells you how the world is. Tells you how to live. I love the Bible. So that's 4 mistakes I've spoken on. 4 mistakes. Another mistake that I will speak on is friends. The big one, friends. Brothers, let me tell you this. Having bad friends can be the difference between life and death, can be the difference between you having a good life or you ruining your life. And I will admit this, ever since I was young, I made sure to always pick responsible friends. Always pick responsible friends. I've seen a few of my friends have bad friends, and those bad friends have taken them a path through destruction, taking drugs, smoking, being a degenerate class in school. And looking at where they are right now, it's very sad. So when I say friends is a mistake, I'm speaking more about, not having more friends. Because I kept my circle very small. But the problem with keeping your circle very small is that you're limiting yourself in terms of networking. You're limiting yourselves in terms of meeting new people that can actually change your life. Let me tell you this, brothers. A lot of successes that people have in this life is due to networking. And shout out to Fresh Prince CEO from Fresh and Fit. Brothers, I like Fresh and Fit. Although I do call them out some of the content, but they're doing a great job. And one thing that I respect from Fresh Prince CEO is his mantra of networking. Networking. Have as much friends as possible. Yes, some may be fake friends, but guess what? We live in a world where people use each other. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Have you brothers ever heard that terminology before? You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Yeah, you may not be friends fully, but you can help each other reach each other's goals because you have something that both of you need. Yeah, I wish I had a big circle back then because I'm finding out in this world, in this life, connections, networking is as big as it's ever been. Big YouTube channels that have millions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands, a lot of them have networked their way to having that much subscribers and views. They may have reached out to many different channels. They may have reached out to many people in real life, and that person has helped them out. A business deal that someone may have or got, they could have got that through networking. Networking is very important. Having a very big circle is very important. And I wish I actually put myself more out there. I kept my circle very small because I grew up in a household where I was taught be careful of friends, And my parents were right because where I grew up, a lot of dudes were living crazy lives. They were in gangs, stabbings, fighting. And I was told to keep my circle very small amongst very small people. But you find out later in life, you cannot live like that. You can't, especially if you want to move up in life, if you want to get business deals, because a lot of business deals nowadays is through networking. I know this person, so therefore I'll recommend you to him. Boom. Out of nowhere, you have $1 million contract just based off the good work of your friend. I've seen it happen to many of my friends, and these friends had big circles. They weren't friends with all the people they knew. They weren't friends with them, but they knew how to leverage their networks. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. So what I'm saying is, brothers, put yourselves out there. Go out more. Go to functions. Go to parties. Go to events. Meet new people. Jump on LinkedIn. Start connecting with people. Networking is very important in this world. I've got a super chat here, brothers. Shout out to Sean Camp for the $4.99 super chat. Much appreciated, brother. To the young guys, take this advice. I wish I had these types of outlets when I was young, speaking on traveling and finances. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Great super chat. Thanks for the kind words, brother. Yes, definitely. This is for young brothers. Because I'm finding out a lot of black men nowadays, they're so introverted. They're like, F your circle. F your circle. I'm all about my circle. A circle of 4 guys, 2 girls, that's very small. They're like, F your circle. I'm about my circle. Nah. Other races of people have big circles, and which is why they have so many networking connections to make big things happen in their lives. Let me tell you this, brothers, right? This is what this is something someone told me many years ago. The people that have the biggest jobs, that are in top positions, they didn't get there through their credentials. In fact, they may be even unqualified for their jobs, but they got the big job because they knew someone, and that person they networked with, that person put in a good word for them. Boom, they're CEO. Boom, they're CTO. They're CFOs. It's crazy. Please, brothers, please. Remove that mentality of F your friends. I'm all about my circle. Make your circle bigger. Have associates, have friends. Because 2 months from now, 5 months from now, your circle is so big. You're looking for a contract. Someone from your circle gets you $1 million contract. I've seen it happen in real life. Don't be introverted. If you're shy, if you're nervous, do something to put yourself out there. Speak to random people. Go to business events. Because I'm finding out that just doing applications, just doing forms, sending out CVs, a lot of it is redundant. You need to know people. You need to know people in whatever industry you work in. You need to make sure that once you get in that industry, you don't you don't relax. Always network, because nothing is promised in life. Nothing is promised in life. Brothers, crazy stream. I will open up the phone lines in 10 minutes. I want brothers to call in and speak about what they're going through, what their regrets they have in life. Let me know. You know, we don't judge people here. We encourage people. If there's any regrets you want to speak on to the panel, speak on it, brothers. We're here to encourage each other. We're here to support each other and help each other thrive. You know, so that's 5 regrets, 5 things I've told you. I've told you that I regret. Very personal. Some things that I've not fully come to terms with. Some things that I still think about every day. Some regrets that I still do every day. But I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. But me having an outlet to tell you how I feel, and for you brothers to tell me how you feel to me and other brothers is very much needed. And last but not least, mental health. Mental health is also a regret that I want to touch on. A lot of brothers have mental health issues, and it's not surprising. Racism, discrimination, hatred, being denied jobs they're qualified for, you know, seeing how the media portrays brothers can infect your mental psyche. A lot of brothers want to toughen it out. You know, I don't care about what they say, you're a man, blah, blah, blah. Nah. When you constantly see negative images of yourself, when you constantly go through racism, discrimination because of the color of your skin, it will affect your mental health. And that's something I didn't address back then. I thought I could just power through it. I thought I could just be like, I'm strong, blah, blah, blah. F the media, I don't care. But it's important to fight back against it. It's important to speak out against it. I know brothers are going through a lot: depression, bipolar issues. I know brothers that just sit down on their chairs and look to the ceiling. Have you brothers heard that song by Scarface? Mine's playing trick on me. Have you seen in the video? Scarface is sitting down and he says, "I stare at the corner of my 4 corner walls," or something like that. A lot of brothers are doing that every morning. That's depression right there. But brothers, seek help. Now, I'm not saying I was depressed. I'm not saying that I was bipolar, but I used to think quite a lot. I used to think that I'm a black man. Jobs. It'll be hard for brothers to get jobs. It'd be hard for brothers to get opportunities because we're black. And you just sit down on your chair, look to the ceiling, put your hand on your head. Bro, that F's you up mentally when you think for that long. Overthinking is not good, brothers. If you're going through something, please speak up. Please DM me on Instagram. I will call you and we will speak about the issues you're facing. If you need someone to speak to, please let me know. Please write it down in the Facebook group. The Discord server is coming very soon, and we're going to have a mental health section on the Discord server. Please have an outlet to speak about what you're going through. Don't keep all your issues in your head. I remember back in the day, I would just sit on my bed, stare at the wall, stare at the floor, just thinking, wow, I'm a black man. I'm going to have to work 10 times harder than white people or Asian people because, you know, they already see black people as stupid. Wow, I'm a black man. I'm working on a big project, but how will I get funding? Because again, black people don't really get funding for projects. You look at the media, you see good images of white men every day, white women every day. You see Elon Musk, you see Jeff Bezos, you see all these white people happy, all these Asian people happy, but constantly you see black men being rappers, being thugs, being degenerates, and that's the only image you see of brothers. And that affects your psyche. You start thinking, what is my place in this world as a black man? And then you look at Africa, and Africa is a continent that's very underdeveloped. But then you look at Asia, look at Japan, China, Korea, all these European countries, all developed. They're all living great lives there, white and Asian people. And you're thinking, wow, black people, especially black men, are going through a lot. Black men go through the most in this world. I don't care what anyone says. Uh, we go through the worst than black women and any other group of people. We need help the most. We need more resources, more support, because we have been attacked for the past 400 years. Ever since they stepped a foot in Africa and they did slavery, discrimination, Jim Crow. We haven't addressed that yet. We need support. We go through a lot, black men, and that affects our mental health. The other day, a brother I know was just staring at the floor. I was like, yo, bro, you okay, bro? He starts telling me his issues. We're going through a lot as black men. And no one seems to care, not even our sisters, not our parents, not our siblings, not our friends. It's all like you're a man, you're a black man, blah, blah, blah. Black men, we are all we have. We are all we have, which is why I hate seeing brothers argue. In the media, in my live stream chats, we are all that we have. I've got a couple of super chats. Shout out to Mr. Told You for the $10 super chat. He says, you and other UK providers provide some of the most relevant content for black men. Shout out. Thank you, bro, for the kind words. Shout out to you too, bro, for the super chat. It is much appreciated, brother. Shout out to Alexis Maculo for the $5 super chat. He'll even piss them off more when you see that you're successful. That's very true. That's very true. But F the haters, you know? Let them be mad. F them. Brothers, strive to be the best. Strive to be at the top. Strive to be so high that no one will reach you. Shout out to Alexis Maculo for the super chat. Brothers, the Cash App is also open as well, so feel free to send through donations through the Cash Apps. That would be much appreciated, brothers. All the support you give for the channel is greatly appreciated. So, brothers, I will open up the phone lines right now. Call in. But in the meantime, again, the Facebook group is here for brothers to support each other, pass around intelligence to each other. So if you're not in that Facebook group, join the Facebook group. Again, follow me on Twitter and DM me if you want to speak to me about anything that's on your mind. I'm here for you, brothers. That's my Twitter. And here is my IG as well. Follow me on Instagram and DM me on Instagram if you need any help regarding anything. If you want to speak to me, those three avenues are the best to reach me. I will open up the phone lines right now. Again, here is Here's my Cash App, brothers. Feel free to call in, and also feel free to donate to the channel through the Cash App. Understand that YouTube does take 30% off the super chats. So if you want to just donate directly with the full money, Cash App is greatly appreciated, brothers. So here's the StreamYard link. And call in, brothers. I want it to be a packed house today. Everyone call in. You got any issues? What's on your mind? Any regrets? Call in, brothers. Okay? Call in. I'll be up for another hour, hopefully. But I need brothers to call in, and don't be afraid to speak what's on your mind. We're here to support each other. Let me get some water. We've got the finance live stream tomorrow, and that will be Tony Berry. That's going to be talking about finance. And brothers, you know who Tony Berry is, the brother who did the live streams with me regarding Japan. Tony Berry, high value man, will be speaking on finance tomorrow. I want to see this be a packed house tomorrow. Finance is very important. And I'm excited to see what Tony will be speaking to us about, whether it's stocks, crypto, business, what he does as his career, how we can get that financial money to live great lives. So I'm looking forward to it. I see you, D. Let me just get my headphones in, brother. Hold on. Can we get much higher? So high. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Can we get much higher? Sorry, brothers. I was listening to Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy today. That album is a classic. That album is a classic. Do you brothers want to see some hip hop discussions on this channel? Because I know some pretty classic hip hop albums: Mobb Deep, old Kanye, College Dropout, Late Registration, To Pimp a Butterfly. What else is there? Illmatic, It Was Written, all the classics. So let me know if brothers want streams on discussing hip hop classics. That'll be interesting. All right, hold on, D. How you doing, brother?
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Right now I'm in Greece, actually.
You're in Greece.
Yep.
Yo, bro, you didn't tell me you were going Greece.
Oh yeah, I'm doing this Euro tour. So I just came from Sweden yesterday. I spent like a week over there.
Oh,
No,
bro, how
yeah,
was that?
man, it was amazing. It was amazing. I needed to leave New York, man. Uh,
All right, bro. Reach out to me on IG, bro. I want to speak to you about that further. I don't want to just spoil the stream to another topic, but bro, reach out to me IG ASAP. I'll call you, and
yeah,
then we'll discuss the plans I have for your trips. Okay, bro.
sure.
Okay, brother. This is a very personal live stream. It's a stream that I felt was needed.
Mm,
We've been speaking about stocks, crypto, woman, traveling, but I know brothers are going through a lot. So
mm.
please, whatever you're going through, brother, let us know. Do you have any regrets that you've done in your past? Speak on it, brother.
My regrets. Luckily I don't have any like big regrets, but I do have regrets nonetheless, right? And my biggest regret is wasting time,
Mm,
right? Time is very valuable, everyone. Of course, when you're young, you don't really notice that you're wasting time doing like whatever. But I remember one day, like it all started when I was 22, and it may sound silly, but I'm glad it kind of got my mind on track. I remember I was 22 and I was like, man, I regret not, having fun like my friends did back in like when I was a teenager or whatever. And I was like, ever since then, uh, I want to start focusing on myself. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah.
because at the time I just felt like I was lost, right? And I also didn't take college seriously. And to
Hmm.
this day, I don't have my bachelor degree, so but I'm getting it in this semester, actually, hopefully. And after that,
Yes.
I graduate. So I would just say time, like if you have time to travel, do it. If you have time to learn, do it. If you have time to get your college and just get through it, do it. Because you don't want to be old and then let all this thing come back and haunt you later down the line. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point, brothers. I feel like the basic necessities that we need as black men. From a very young age, I knew that we had to operate differently. So that means that I couldn't just go through life without a bachelor's degree or without any sort of education. A white person can do that because guess what? We live in a white society in the USA, UK. You got white dudes who have no education, no degree, nothing, but they're earning 100K a year. Very rare for a black man to earn that without any sort of education. So I knew that early age, get it done, get everything I need. And yeah, I did go to school, but like I said, I was so focused on studies that a lot of good women that came into my life, I pushed them away because I was just like, I can't have any distractions. Women are a distraction. Get this degree, get this grade, and I regret it in some sense.
Yeah.
Not my grades, but me not having more balance in my earlier years. So balance is very important. Don't just go focus on one thing fully, but also consider other things. You can still achieve a 4.0 GPA and still, date that homely chick that is feminine, that has a very low body count or is a virgin. She won't distract you. Just know when to hang out with her, know when to study. And that's why I wasn't taught back then. And I regret, but moved on from it. And I just hope that this stream would help out young people, 18, 19, 20, and they can navigate that life through that way. But any other regrets you have, D?
Um, I I mean, luckily this is not a regret for me, but I know it's a regret for most people, so I'm going to share it anyways. If you still have your parents around or your grandparents, spend as much time with them as possible because you never know what's in the future, right? I see a lot of people just, not really hanging out with their families or stuff like that, especially like their grandparents. So I'm just gonna say, if you have any family, friends, and stuff like that, don't take them for granted because once they're gone, right? And you
Mm.
can never turn back time and, you know, yeah. I mean, I've always spent time with my family, so I'm good. And I do still have both my grandparents, so I'm good on that. But just for letting you guys know, if you are fortunate enough to have especially your grandparents in your life, hang out with them, talk to them, FaceTime them, ask them questions, all that.
That's a good point. Yes, definitely. I'm not saying that every member of your family are
Mhm.
angels, and anyone's family, so not yours, sorry, brother. But I'm
Right.
saying that those two are that have been good to you, whether it's your parents or siblings that you're actually close to, speak with them every day, check up on them, share the love. We don't know what tomorrow is never promised. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So but God forbid nothing will happen to any one of my subscribers or people who
Mhm.
watch my channel on the streams. Everyone I pray has healthy lives, and their siblings and their parents also have healthy lives, wives as well, girlfriends. So God forbid. I'm just saying, speaking in general. But thanks for that, D.
Mhm. One more thing, one last thing.
Hmm.
Um, I regret not focusing myself again when I was younger, not focusing on myself. Yeah.
Hmm.
For me, I've always, like to help other people, kind of like assist whenever I can. Um, which is not a bad thing in my opinion, but how can you help others if you don't help yourself? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
Because I've always been, again, when I was younger, I was always been that person that, oh, you needed help, I got you, right? So I would actually spend a day out of my time, spend time out of my day to go and help. But of course, not everybody deserves your help, right? And
Mm.
because some people just would take you for granted, or in a way, you're kind of wasting your time because they may say, yeah, 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 okay, yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? And then
Hmm.
you're just genuinely trying to go out of your way to help them. Like my friends, when I used to help them with their homework or anything like that, whatever, or when I just used to help them in general, like financially or whatever. But then later on, I noticed that, and it took a girl for me to realize this actually. So one time, this girl, she basically made me realize I was wasting my time because she said, "Hey, can you help me with this?" And I said, "Sure, I want to show up here at this time." And she made me wait 2 hours before she showed up. And then when she showed up, she said, "Yeah, can we do it tomorrow?" And this one she needed help with something, and I was like, "Wow, I never felt so."
This was disrespected. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, never felt so disrespected, right? And ever since then, this happened like early 20s around there. I can't remember what year, but it happened early 20s. But ever since then, I was like, from now on, I'm gonna only focus on myself. I don't really care
Mm.
about anybody, and I'm gonna be selfish. And it just, you kind of sometimes need to be selfish in life because if you don't, you're not gonna go anywhere.
Mm.
And people make selfishness like as if like, oh, it's a bad thing. I mean, it can be a bad depending on how on the situation, but it's not always bad. Being selfish means you put yourself first instead of other people first,
Mm.
right? And yeah, like when it comes in life, you need to put yourself first, at least in my opinion, right? If you're in a good position and at a better position, then maybe you could step back and start helping other people. But that's once you're situated. But if you're not
Yeah.
situated, you can't help other people, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. I mean, like, if as I always tell brothers, before you start, doing what you want for other
Mhm.
people, make sure that you're set in place. Make sure you have everything set in place. You've done what you can, and then you can start helping other people as well. But honestly, I wouldn't call myself a selfish person. I do help out my friends in real life. I do help out with some stuff, but I know that if I need to do something for myself, I would
Mhm.
do it. And then once I do that, I start helping others out. But thank you, D, for that, bro. Much
Yeah,
appreciated for you calling in, bro.
yeah,
And reach out to me on IG. I want to speak to you about your Swedish trip and your current Greece trip, and we'll go on
sure,
from there, bro. So if you just message me, I'll call you. I'll call you later on today or after the stream. Okay, bro.
sure.
Okay, thanks for that, D.
Mm.
Let me bring in J Bones. What's up, J Bones?
IP, what's going on, big bro? Am I coming in clear?
Uh, yeah, you're all right. I can hear you. I can hear you, bro.
Gotcha. I'm gonna get a little closer to the mic. How are you been, man?
Hey, I've been good, bro. It's been, I've been on a run of streams, but I thought I'd do something different. We got
Yeah,
another finance stream tomorrow, but I thought I'd make this one a bit more personal, get brothers to speak on what they're experiencing, any regrets, anything they're going through right now. I understand that, move on from it and push on further. But Jay Bones, do you have any regrets in your life, bro?
well, we're all pretty young here, especially on your channel. I think most of the guys that come around, I myself, I'm in my 20s, so. But I'll tell you one thing though. Just to piggyback off what the brother said before. The truth about it is, IP. It sounds, you know, we kind of want to live in a especially if you live in America. I can't speak for you boys over there in the UK,
Mm.
but here in America, IP, I'm gonna tell some of the younger brothers because I saw Ronald Taylor. He was in a live chat and he had hit me up this morning. So I think he wanted to ask me some advice questions. But I'll tell you, brothers, one thing. In America, the truth about it is that IP, most of us as black men, especially the younger side, we want to be able to live with the level of comfortability, the same thing that the white boys got.
Mm.
And the truth about it is that you can't. You
Yeah.
can't do that. Yeah, you can't do it at all. You're not white, you're not Hispanic, you're not Asian, you're none of that. You're black. I really wish that somebody would have, pulled me to the side and let me know, at a very early age, that even though I wanted to live life in a free sense, that it was not going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, because the one thing about America is that the the picture that they paint for us is, man, go to school, stay out of trouble, do the best that you can, always hit the books hard. I'm gonna tell you something, IP. I went to what is considered a top Ivy League school or borderline Ivy League at University of Notre Dame. This is if not the most famous school pretty much in the whole damn country.
Yeah.
When I was at Notre Dame, I saw it myself. I still went through trials and tribulations being a black male on the campus. You
Damn.
understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I was a top student in high school. I was I was the best student amongst 2,000 white kids. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because I grew up with Ghanaian parents. I grew up with the regular African parents who were, from school to the library, from the library to the school, from school to soccer practice, from soccer practice to the library, from the library to school, school, library. And I can promise you, IP, I can definitely promise you that you want to live life. You want to live life as comfortable as some of these white boys. It's cool. It's cool that basically you want to be able to live comfortably as, your white friends or your Asian friends or your Hispanic friends, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's definitely not. Yeah, it's definitely not going to happen. It doesn't matter how hard you try. You could be the best black male on the planet. You could be a genius. The black genius in the black culture is George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver went through hell. He was a mastermind genius. He was a mastermind black male, but he went through hell. The man went
Yeah.
through serious hell. You have to be able to understand that you're not going to be able to live life comfortably. It's just not going
Mm.
to happen. And I wish somebody had told me that. I really wish somebody had told me that. But my advice to the younger brothers or to the brothers, it doesn't matter what age you are, because I know some of the guys like Great Priority, they come in here, they're a little bit much more older than us. One thing I learned, IP, and I love about your channel is that you're going to have to 100% find a community of black men and support them, and they also have to support you back.
Yeah.
This thing is not that big, IP, but we're getting there with your channel. But trust me, I've been looking through some of your videos, and you've been hitting some really high numbers at a very, very short date. I was looking at the Sukihana video this morning, and you're almost up. You're pretty much at 6,000 in less than 3 days.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So the truth about it is that, IP, I feel sorry for brothers that are not here in the space. I feel really sorry for them because I think that, we're going to build something very comfortable. But the truth about it is that, IP, going down the line, and I'm going to finish it off because I know some brothers in the panel, so they get a chance to talk. But the truth about it is that at the end of the day, we're going to have to learn to back each other. We're going to have to learn how to. I don't care if you live in Liverpool. I don't care if you live in Australia. I don't care if you live in Georgia, Mississippi. Black men have to learn how to back each other because the world is built against us 100%. I've seen it. I've seen it from the time when I used to live in Switzerland. I've seen it from the time when I used to live in Staten Island. I've seen it living in California. The better we get as black men, things are going to get worse because the world hates black men.
Mm.
They hate us. They hate us with a passion. We're going to have to find a way to back each other. We're going to have to find the best way. I love Theo and Tony being up here with us because one of the things I noticed from a lot of the older black men, as soon as they start being successful, they shut the door down. They close the door and they don't let any of the younger brothers in. So we're lucky to have brothers like Theo and brothers like Tony Berry up here. And when you get up here, try to soak up all the information that you can, and just do the best that you can in life, bro.
Yeah. Facts. J Bones, man, you killed it yet again, bro. Legend. Yeah, bro, you're definitely right about that, J Bones. The world is against us, and we are all that we have. So we must support each other, whether it's career advice, whether it's calling a brother and telling him, brother, it will be all right. Do this, do that, and everything will be good. All right, thanks for that, J Bones. Put yourself on mute, brother. I'll come at you later on.
Gotcha.
Let me bring in who was next. So Ronald Taylor, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, IP. How are you?
Not too bad, bro. Not too bad. Great to see you again, bro. I know you called in the other day. Yeah, Ronald, please speak on your regrets, and also thanks for the super chat as well, and from J Bones and the rest of the live stream crew. What's your regrets, Ronald?
Yeah, I'm only 18, but as J Bones was saying before, we talked a little bit early, a little bit, not that much, earlier, and he mentioned something that I want to bring up. He mentioned the fact that he went to a mostly white high school, and it was like coming from school to the library to home, school to library to soccer practice, and about how they emphasize for us to study hard. And I've had that same experience, and sometimes I feel like I regret. Um, Sometimes, even though I kind of don't, but by the same token, I kind of regret always studying all the time because it's
Mm,
always like they don't expect anything from us, and then as soon as we do well, they want to tokenize us and act like they had a part in creating us.
mm, that's facts, bro. Yeah, that's a good point.
They
Um,
use us to spread their message.
mm, yes, bro. That's facts. I know a lot of brothers who study so hard, because again, in this world, we have to prove that we have to work 10 times harder than the other race, especially white people, just for us to be seen as equal, just for us to
Yes.
gain opportunities that they have. And it's not right at all, bro. And when you study that much, you lose touch on other things that are also important in life. That's like knowing how to speak to girls, going out, networking. I know brothers that were in the rooms all day just studying, you know? And that's not good for the mental health. That's not
Yeah.
good for your social skills because in this world, you need to know how to speak. When you enter the workplace, you're going to have colleagues. You need to know how to speak to them. You need to know how to navigate women in the workplace so you don't get me too'd or anything comes after you. But, but carry on, Ronald.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, at my school, it's 73% white, and there's about 2,000 students. And they put the black kids on purpose into lower classes and everything, and so they don't compete with the white kids and everything. But I was in a different position because my father was a teacher in the district, so my father was instrumental in my education growing up because both of my parents are teachers, and it was so crazy. It's like I was talking to you before, IP, about how dating I prefer to date black women, but it's like I don't have any classes with them.
Mm,
I'm not
I know, bro.
around black people really.
Mm,
It's like
yeah, and
it's segregation. It's like I'm literally around no black people, and the black people that I'm around and everything, it's like they're just like, oh, there's Ronald the nerd.
yeah, bro, you need to try and move schools if you can. To be honest, I don't know
Yeah.
if you're on an Ivy League school, but I'm pretty sure there should be other Ivy League schools that you can move into, or even a different school in general that's good for you. I know J Bones hasn't muted himself. You want to say something? Oh no, sorry, bro. Sorry, J
Yeah,
Bones. That wasn't you. Oh,
yeah,
you want to say something, bro?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, IP. I was just gonna give you some context, bro. I don't know what England is like, or I don't know what you guys are like over on that side, but I understand what the brother is saying. I understand what Ronald is saying. He lives in Missouri.
Oh,
IP. Yeah,
damn.
and yeah, he lives in. He lives.
Super white.
He Yeah,
Super
super
white.
white. He's basically Ronald is basically spending most of his time with the devil at this point.
Oh,
You understand? Yeah,
damn.
I used to live in St. Louis, and trust me when I tell you that place is just I mean, but Ronald, you're 18, right? You're about to graduate.
Yeah, I'm in high school, so I can't really change school. Like, and that's why I'm gonna talk to you more, J Bones, about like my school
No,
choices and everything.
hold on for a second, Ronald. You're about to graduate, right? You're a senior this year.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then that's it, man. Listen, just you got are you going into your senior year or are you done?
I'm going into my senior year. This is first semester.
Okay,
Okay,
well
so he's
this
got one more year, isn't he?
yeah, he's got one more year. So, to tell the truth, Ronald, just stick it out, bro. Just finish it
Mm,
off the year. IP's channel, especially the Facebook group, has a lot of information. There's a lot of people there there's a lot of people here, including IP himself, because that's the best part about trying to get a chance to talk to IP, because the brothers over there in England, even though they're different, they grew up differently from us. A lot of them are very high intellects. Do you understand what I'm saying? A lot of them are super duper smart, so
Yes.
you have an opportunity to talk to somebody like IP, and like IP said, bro, get your passport, because let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you're going to trust me. Even if, especially over there in Missouri, I promise you, I know most of those girls in your class, whether the black girls, they're probably not good enough. They're probably ratchet. They're probably doing some ghetto nonsense. Trust me when I tell you, bro. Just yeah, yeah.
You
It's
know
it,
me.
it's Exactly. Yeah. Trust me. I used to live in Missouri. I know what Missouri is like. It's just basically Missouri is like walking around in a desert in Australia. It's a waste of time. It's That place is just
Yes.
it's just disgusting. Yeah. But my bad, IP bro.
All
Go
the
go
black
back to the
people
show,
that are
man.
there want to get out.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's what Missouri is like. It's just basically nonsense, bro. It's just basically a whole bunch of nonsense going on over there. I remember just the only thing good about Missouri is probably the food. It's really good food, but besides that, it's just a really trashy state, man. Just finish out your senior year, bro. Get all the information. Please, like,
Mhm.
start working on becoming red pilled. Start
Yeah.
reading a lot about getting red pill information, bro. I wish I had somebody like IP around when I was younger. I wish I had somebody like IP around me to tell me something so good like this. You understand what I'm saying? So take the information, start pushing certain people out the way that you can
Mhm.
tell that they're not going to help you. You can tell that they're much more, they just have a very horrible mindset to them. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah, and then you'll be fine, bro.
Yes, brother.
Awesome. Thanks for calling in, Ronald Taylor. Again, the Facebook group is there for you, bro. So any questions you have, post in there, bro. Okay. All right.
All right,
Awesome,
and
Ronald.
J Bones will be in touch.
Okay, brother. I've got a
Got
super
you.
chat here. Shout out to Derek Taylor for the super chat. He says 999. What's up, Derek? A long time, brother. How you been, bro? I see you with the smiling with the cap on, bro. I hope you're on holiday in Colombia or something. So he says, respect to you, IP and the panel. I just joined, but I'm sure nothing but truth and facts. Preach, brothers. Shout out to Derek Taylor, regular supporter. Nice to have you back, Derek. Hope you're keeping safe and well. Let me go on to James Stone. How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's good, IP?
What's good, bro? You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Good. Life's good.
Yes, bro. Okay, bro. Please, actually, hold on, bro. Aaron B, when are you gonna call into the live show, bro? You always speak a lot in the comments, but you don't call in. Call in, Aaron B. I want to hear another UK brother speak on this topic. Yeah, James Stones, please speak about any regrets that you have in your life, bro.
Yeah, my story is actually very similar to Ronald's. Like I live in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a very white, predominantly white place. So I was in a private school, and I was like one of like 10 black kids in the whole school. So and now I'm 22. I'm in college. I'm actually going to graduate in the spring, and mine is a little bit different. My regret is being too social, and in saying that, meaning like I'm talking about like every girl in college, not focusing on my school. I'm back on track now, but that's mostly my main regret.
So, are you saying that your grades went down because you were too social,
Yes.
Jamestown. Okay. Yeah, which is what I was saying. Balance is important. So always, so you can still study, but also maintain some sort of social life. If you lean too much to one end of the spectrum, something else is going to decrease in its effectiveness or its whatever, and then you can lose grades, lose social skills. So yeah, bro, that's a very good example because I know a lot of brothers who went to good universities but partied throughout the years and got very bad grades, and that's them not balancing their lives at uni and understanding that grades are important, but also being social and having a great time. But carry on, James.
Right. And when I was in high school, I had some of the highest grades in my class. And then when I last saw my GPA, when I really woke up, I'm like, man, I could do better than this. Yeah, and I had a lot of, and I was very like RP aware at a young age, so I already knew what it was like out here. And I go to college in the University of Georgia, and I live right next to Atlanta, so you know how that is. so so my day in school wasn't the best in on earth. So so yeah, let me.
Okay, bro. Thanks for telling us that regret, Jamestown. Please put yourself on mute, brother. I'll come back to you later on. Let me go to Kempachi Alfonso because he said a very good point there, Kempachi. How you doing, brother?
Doing good, brother. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. How you keeping? You okay?
Man, I'm doing good, doing good. Just want to say to you, IP, man, love what you're doing. Keep up the great work. So yeah. But but
Thank
yeah,
mm,
I
thank
guess
you,
I'll
brother.
yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I think the let me put on here. What you said here is spot on. I know a lot of brothers, right, whose parents told them study hard, right? The woman will come.
Yeah,
That has not been the case. Women don't approach as men, and you need to know how to speak to women to get women. Girls will not just come up to you and be like, "Oh, I see you studying so hard. I want to get to know you." That's not how the world works.
it's not.
When you're in the library from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.,
So
women don't care.
yeah, I mean, to your point, 100%. Like that's not gonna get a woman to talk to you. And I would say that my situation. There's like some of the guys. They're like, man, I study hard, got straight A's. See, I wasn't even like a straight A type guy. But like when I got to college, like before I got to college, my dad was like, look, forget about all the girls. That stuff will come. Just study hard. And so even though I wasn't like a straight A guy, I've always been like driven, go above and beyond and all that type stuff. So I literally like did that. And what I was finding is I wasn't happy within myself because it's
Mm,
like I can't even talk to the ladies. So I was like, and then because of that, like when I'd see other guys going up to women and talking to them. I'm like, man, what are they talking about? Like what is going on over there? And so because I didn't have that connection, wasn't able to socialize with women, like it took away my focus from school because it's like no matter what you do, we're men. And so there's going to be a part of you that's going to be attracted to women no matter what you freaking do. So,
mm,
so in time, I was just like, screw this. I'll start studying. I got to figure this thing out. So I went through this whole process of studying this pickup stuff. And I went freaking hard. Like we would go out every day for like, I don't even know how many years I was doing that. Like going out every day, studying this stuff. And I'd probably say around '07, '08, I end up throwing away like maybe like 80, 90% of it because there was this one guy who kind of took me under his wing and actually showed me how to use even like painful experiences I've had in life, how to be able to use that to really communicate with the woman. And it wasn't any game, it was just me being myself, but understanding that how to be able to show a woman like that version of yourself. And
mm.
so like it's the version of when I'm talking to women now, it's like that's the kind of thing that I communicate to them. And so it's in an alpha way. It's not gamey. It's not none of that type stuff. So I say all that to say, man, that was extremely hard to do. Like spending all that time pushing and learning and studying, like both education and like women and trying to understand, man, it's a lot of work. And so, as black men, we don't get credit. There's a lot that we don't get credit for. And, with the mission of what IP is doing with the traveling and the women, it's like, if you're going to put forth all this effort, like as black men, you put forth all this effort, you go out in the world, you have to overcome all these obstacles. You got to go 10 times higher. I don't mind going 10 times higher. If I'm getting the result, I don't mind going 10 times higher. We're made for this. But the thing is, you deserve to have a woman who sees your grind and sees the pain, the struggles, the things you've been through, and still you're able to overcome and give her the best and provide the way that you do. Oh yeah, she needs to be A1. And one of the things with IP, learning how to travel. Right now, I'm in the middle of learning Spanish, and I'm going all in, because it's like at the end of the day, IP kind of showed me the way where it's like, listen, why are you limiting yourself to what you have in this small pool when you have women all over the world that are like showing you all kind of great treatment, the things that you deserve. So it's like, even though I went through that, to where I am right now, it's like now I'm able to take that same grind in a different way. But I'm just so 100% committed to, making sure I create a life that I'm able to enjoy. And if there's a nice lady who respects and appreciates what I'm bringing, then she can get on my page, and we can do this life thing. So that's kind of a little bit about one of my huge struggles that I had, and a little bit of how I was able to overcome and where I'm at right now, if that makes sense.
Yes, bro. Hey, that was a great comment there, bro. Much appreciated for you calling in, Kempachi. Thanks for that, brother.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work, IP.
Hey, thanks for that, bro. Appreciate the kind words. Please put yourself on mute, Kempachi. Brothers, feel free to get the likes up, please, and feel free to send more super chats in if you're enjoying this content, and also send me some cash apps. I still haven't got my first cash app. Maybe it's not working, I don't even know, but I'm checking it. It says £0. But if you're enjoying the stream, if you want to support my channel, please send it through cash app as well. YouTube will not take a cut through that like they do from my super chats. Much appreciated, brothers. I'm still working on the Discord server. Hopefully it'll be out this week, if not next week, but give me some time on that, brothers. Let me bring in Bolts. What was that, J Bones?
IP, drop the Cash App in the live chat and drop it on the private chat so we can see if it works.
Okay, all right. Let me do that, bro.
I'm gonna start saying everybody in the live chat, everybody in the let's bless our brother IP real quick, man. Drop it in there and we can see if it works or not. I'm gonna Cash App you right now myself.
All right, thanks for that, bro. Let me let's see. All right, let's see. Here it is. All right. This is Cash App link. That's it. And here is in the private chat. Thanks for that, J Bones. Much appreciated, brother. Bolts, how you doing, brother? BOLTS, Bolts, on the live stream panel. Are you there, bro? You're on mute, brother. Let me unmute you. Bolts, are you there, bro? I don't think he is. Let me bring in JP Muscadi. How you doing, JP? You okay, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. And you?
Not too bad, bro. Thank you very much for doing that live stream regarding real estate investing yesterday. Again, great feedback from the brothers on the comments, the DMs that I got as well. So, bro, that was fantastic, brother. JP, please speak on any regrets that you've had in the past and how you moved on from it, brother.
Okay. So I will say, personally, one of my biggest regrets is not investing in Bitcoin earlier because I had the opportunity to get into it twice. First, when it first came out, like in '09 or '09 or '08 or whatever year it came out. Um, and then I had another opportunity that my friend was gonna sell me a whole bunch of coins in like 2013. He was gonna give me like 1,000 of them. No,
Oh.
no, it was in 2010. He was gonna
Mhm.
give me 1,000 of them for $100. And at the
Damn.
time, I'm like, I don't need this thing. This is not gonna get where. Hindsight is kicking my behind right now. Like, man, you should have did it when you had the opportunity. But eventually I got into it, so I can't really be mad too much. At least I got into it now. And I will say, another regret that I had was maybe not trying to tough it out in college. For me, I believe college. Yes, you go to college to get an education, and it's for a purpose. But feel like college, it is the biggest place for you to network and build your relationships that's going to carry on through your entire life. Um, I know that in my brief college stint, I ended up getting a fellowship with the now mayor of New York City. He was trying to run for mayor at the time, and I will say it was the best opportunity that I had. Like, but that was because of networking. You have to take advantage of those opportunities. About what you know, it's about who you know. It it's just that plain and so you have to, like you say, you have to make sure you network and you have to just put yourself out there. Yes, there's moments where it can feel a little awkward, but you just have to just put your big boy pants on and just be an adult and do what you got to do. I will say on what Jay Bones was talking about, where there are black men who are successful, and then what they do after they gain success is they shut the door. That is very true. A lot of the people who helped me to be a success are there were white people. And there's also another thing where a lot of the community, they have a crab mentality. So it's like they never want to see someone in the community doing well or succeeding, so they always try to drag them down. That's what crabs do when they're in the barrel. They always try to pull each other down so that they can get somewhere in life. Bad mentality. Hopefully at some point we can break that cycle, but
Mhm.
you know for that's all I have to say. I don't want to take up too much time.
Thank you, JP Muscati, for that, bro. Much appreciated. Shout out to Jay Bones for the Cash App. Much appreciated, brother. That's come through. I need to accept it, but I can see it on the pending list. Shout out to Jay Bones for that, brother. Much appreciated, bro. Shout out to so Jay Bones sent £1.49. Much appreciated, brother. Shout out to Antonio Mais for the £7.25 Cash App. Much appreciated, brother. Shout out to Jay Bones as well for the Cash App as well. And shout out to Antoine Jesus for the £2.90 Cash App. Thank you, brothers. Much appreciated. The Cash App works. Thank you for the support. Much appreciated, brothers. Let
If I
me.
may, oh, sorry.
What's up, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. If I may add something to what the previous brother said, sorry, real fast.
Mm-hmm.
What I did notice is that, at least mostly in America, at least for me, at least, is that most of our degrees are holds more values outside of America than in America itself. You know, because my sister actually has a master's degree, And when she was here in America, she was working at a regular retail store. However, when she moved out and she went to Europe, she actually has a better job because of her degree in America. So, yeah, so my thing is like, if you have a degree in America and you look for like a really good job, maybe travel to Europe and you might have a better chance, in my opinion, at least. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that, D.
Yep.
Any brothers who want to contribute to this live stream, please call in. I've got 2 more slots on the live stream panel, so please call in. I want to see more brothers call in to speak about their regrets, what's bothering them. It's better for you brothers to let it out in an outlet. Don't keep things in. I find that it's not a good way to deal with things. Black men need to stop saying, black men need to stop trying to toughen out horrible situations and regrets. Speak on it, speak to people about it, and move on from it. And everyone in this panel has said their regrets, and it's been a great experience seeing brothers share that information. We're all human, we're not perfect, and it's great to see brothers support each other. Um, what's this over here? What's that? Okay, let me go back to J Bones. J Bones, do you want to add any more to this as well, brother? Okay, I think J Bones is busy. Let me go to Kempachi Alfonso. Do you want to say anything more, brother?
Yeah, I just want to say that when we talk about, oftentimes we talk about like the, I guess they call it the woman code or the female code or whatever, and it's like we as men, we really do need, as black men, we really do need to stick together and have each other's back. And I feel like, I know we talk about travel and the women and different things, but I think it's extremely essential that that connection can start right here, with IP's international passport movement. And so anything that I would like to see something to where maybe we can communicate with one another in some kind of capacity where we can share inside information, things of that nature, and just really support one another. Because I mean, if we really, black men are the smartest men in the world, and if we can connect and unite our resources, I truly do know that we really can take it to the top level. So that's something that I would like to see, even as we're talking about traveling, all of us learning multiple different languages, opening up the scope of what we can do, what we can be able to have, resources in different countries and different things. So I just want to really put that out there that if we unite, there's no one that can stop us, God willing. And so that's something that I'm really passionate about, and I know that we can do. So I just want to put that out there.
Great comment there, Kimpachi. I think the Discord server will sort out a lot of those issues. So the Facebook group is great for brothers to post what their thoughts are about certain topics. But with Discord, there will be like sections for traveling, investments, business, stocks, crypto, foreign woman, career advice. So I'm currently working on that. Give me more time on that. Hopefully, it will be out this week or within the next 2 weeks, and that would be a great space for everyone who subscribes to my channel, who watches my live stream, to join our Discord server. It's going to be great. It's going to be popping, and we can network on there regarding anything on there, bro. So look out for that, Kempachi.
Thanks, IP.
No problem, brother. Let me go to Calling Brothers. There's space on the panel. There's okay, it's open up now. Antoine Jesus, Colin, Sean M, Colin, Aaron B, Colin as well. It's great. I want to hear you, brothers, and Bryce Robertson, Colin as well, brother. Let me go to James Stone. And if you want to add in, brother.
I also want to say, I also regret trying to be somebody I'm not. Like I'm, like you used to say this, IP. Like the thugs and the hood dudes, they get all the girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
Yep.
I tried to be that for like a short period of time, and I realized I looked at myself like, man, I'm not like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to be like this. But being young and dumb is what it is. And I would say I want to bring that up too.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. I feel like because the problem is, right, in the media, they only push out a single type of black male image, which is the rapper, the thug gangster rapper, or the weed smoking idiot who wears his trousers below his boxers, who has all the girls, diamond chains. And if you're a young, impressionable black boy and you see that type of black man get all the girls, you're going to want to be like him, which is why I hate the media so much, which is why I'm calling for a diversification within the media. Where are all the black men in suits? Where are all the black CEOs? Because there's a lot of black directors. There's some black CEOs, some black managers that we can actually have representation of. But so I don't blame you, James Stone. I know brothers who went through that phase as well, but eventually you grow out of it. You understand that that's not really who I am. That's not really the image I want to be in, and we go on from there. That's a great point, James, and thank you for bringing that up. Let me go to J Bones. You want to add anything else, J Bones?
Yeah, I feel. Sorry about that. I'm way up in the mountains, so my Wi-Fi is kind of dodgy a little bit. Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
No worries. Yeah, loud and clear, brother.
Yeah, man. To tell you the truth, IP, what your channel is going to do, I spoke about this a while back. If you remember this, IP, I called this situation probably 3 or 4 months back,
Mm,
and I'm not, I'm gonna brag about it. I remember I started telling you that there's a lot of young people that I know that I counsel that watch your channel.
mm,
Remember I started telling you that? I was telling you that
yeah,
there's a lot of college kids, in just a few months span, people like Ronald Taylor and you see Dimitri, these
yeah.
kids are 18, 17 years old. Now they're here with us. You understand what I'm
Mm,
saying? Yeah, it's the worst thing, the gift and a curse about your channel, IP, is that we know that you're really busy. We know that, IP, you have, a lot of stuff to do, but brothers need you more than you think, IP, because what's going on
mm,
out here, when it comes to us as young black men, or just black men in general, it's not looking good, bro. We are in a
ah,
real fight. We are in a real fight. Yeah, we in a big fight. I can see it. I can see that we're in a big fight. I can see that, this is going to come down to it's really going to come down to a situation where we're going to have to stand on our own 2 feet. You're going to be by yourself. It sounds scary when I tell some of the brothers all the time, when I'm counseling them and I see them all the time. I'm like, yo, you are by yourself. You could be
yeah,
with your parents. You could be with your family members. You're still by yourself. Yeah,
mm,
you still by yourself. I'm the youngest, IP. I'm the youngest out of 7 boys, and I know IP. I'm still by myself. When things when your back when my back was against the wall, even though I was really scared, it was one of the best things I ever experienced, because I learned to stand on my own 2 feet. I learned to, I learned to understand that sitting on a park bench at 12 o'clock in the morning and it's raining and I'm homeless and I have nowhere to go, it wasn't a great
ah,
feeling. You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? When you have to split a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich with a crackhead, you know you in real trouble. You know you in a
yo,
real tough situation. Yeah, you know you in a real tough situation when
you
you
went
got to
through
split
that.
a.
You went through that, J
Oh yeah,
Bones.
yeah, yeah, bro. Yo, IP. Some of the things that us as black men we face here in America, we could write a whole movie with that. We
Damn.
could write a whole movie with that. Trust me, on IP, when I tell you, you are by yourself. You could be with a bunch of people. One of the best things I ever heard is like when you at a party. Some dude said that he could be at a party. It's 100 people in the room, but he still feels like he's by himself. That's how we are
Yeah,
as black men. The majority of the time, we are by ourselves. This thing is not looking good, but you have to learn how to stand on your own. You have to learn that most of us, we grew up with an identity where you were born with your own mom hating you. You're born
damn.
with society hating you. Your back is against the wall as soon as you're born as a black male in America. Your back is always against the wall, and you got to be ready for it. It sounds scary, but hey, That's what life is. Life is scary. Life is not a joke, bro. Life is not a joke. You better learn to stand on your own 2 feet. But that's why I appreciate your channel, because you're a young channel, and we're going to have to learn how to. I was really excited about what the brother said, because I saw somebody post something in a Facebook group, and they were saying that instead of us talking about it, we should start learning how to travel with each other. Some of us, the usual suspects, we should start meeting with each other and learning how to travel with each other. We should definitely start, meeting with each other and learning how to travel with each other, because we're going to have to learn to back each other up.
Yeah.
It's not like somebody just coming in here, dropping a few super chats and saying hello, and then we leave. Like, I know some of you brothers in the live chat. I know some of you brothers that come to IP's channel. I know you guys need help. I know, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. Most of us, we
Yeah.
grew up with us being made fun of in the cafeteria because we were reading anime, or we were watching Sasuke, or we were watching Dragon Ball Z videos, and we were being made fun of. We were being made fun of sitting in a library reading a book. Because that's the community we come from. You get shamed as a black male for doing better in life. For pushing yourself. When you push yourself as a black male, they'll make fun of you for doing the best that you can. So I know some of you brothers are. I know some of you brothers sit around and you think about it. You think about, you want, you feel that you don't have anybody to talk to. You feel that you need a friend, and I know it can be cold. I've been there
Mm.
before. I'm the youngest out of 7 boys, and sometimes I'll be sitting around and thinking to myself, I'm like, where's everybody?
Mm.
Like, when I really needed help, IP, nobody showed up for me. Nobody showed up for me, IP. Chicago, -5 degree below weather, working scrubbing toilets at Burger King at 16 years old. Nobody showed up for me, IP. Nobody showed up for me, bro. Nobody showed up for me. Yeah, I don't know if you ever lived there. I don't know, IP, if you ever been to
Damn.
Chicago before, but it's close to being in hell.
Damn.
It's close to being. I know you've seen some of these videos with all these young boys over there in Chicago
Yeah.
shooting each other like it's a video game. But life is hard
Yeah.
for us as black men. It is hard. Do not sit in a corner and pretend that everything is fine. Reach out to somebody, man. Try to talk to somebody. Try to talk to somebody, IP. That's why I love your channel, man. Trust me. This thing is needed. We're in a state of emergency. We don't want to say it as black men, but we are in a state of emergency. We don't want to
Yes,
say it,
bro.
but it's true. So
I,
so reach out to somebody.
Mhm. Yeah, I definitely agree. You said a great point there, J Bones. We're going through a lot. So I'm telling you, reach out to people in a Facebook group. Discord server is coming, so there'll be a lot more interaction between brothers there, and let's look after each other. Great speech there, J Bones. I want to mention Campachi on Alfonso Maximo. This was a very good point there. BWs don't understand what we go through. That's a fact. You would tell BWs, what brothers go through, and they'll tell you, oh no, we go through worse. You black men are complaining, you oppress us. How on earth do we oppress you? That's another nonsense that I get from BWs in the UK. But I'll speak on that further later on. What's up, Antoine Jesus? You okay, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up, IP?
Hey, I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. Thank you very much for the cash app earlier on, bro. Speak about any regrets you have, brother.
Well, I don't know about
Oh, shit.
many regrets, but one thing I would say is, you gotta excuse my light, y'all, and everything. What's up to everybody in the chat? Uh, One thing I would say is just being young and naive. That was kind of that was kind of my biggest regret.
Okay. Yeah, we're losing you, bro. Your connection's a bit bad. Antoine, Jesus, you got a very bad connection there, brother. Okay, speak now,
Okay.
bro. I can. Yeah, I think it's
Uh,
better now, bro. It's better. Carry on, brother.
okay, cool. Yeah, well, like I was saying, well, my biggest regret is just being young and naive. So the backstory is like my first relationship. I was kind of like young and dumb, running around. I actually had a girl, she's my high school sweetheart, and we was kind of shacking up or whatever. We had a little spot that we had went half and half on, and got a spot. But I was still kind of like, dipping and dabbing. I had a lot of females who was attracted, and so with me being naive, a lot of times when she questioned me about, what I'm doing or where I've been, I was so young and naive and thinking that I had it like that to where I basically exposed too much, I say too much, or give her information that I probably should have just kept to myself. Just being naive, as a young man, thinking that you got it like that. And it can't really just kind of backfired on me.
Okay, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, man. Naivety is it's a lot of things that is a thing that brothers go through, especially when you're dealing with something that's new to you. So first girlfriend or first experience doing something, and you're naive to it. You can definitely have some regrets there, bro. But yeah, bro. Thanks for calling in, brother. Again, your input is definitely needed in this type of topic, bro, and it's much appreciated, Antoine. Okay, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like I said, just being young and naive, man, yeah, it'll bite you. It'll bite you. You have to be humble, even as a young person, when you call yourself being serious. So, just a good learning experience for me. Definitely learned my lesson.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for that, bro. I'm gonna put you on mute, Antoine. Please stay on the line, though, bro. Yeah, let me just speak more about people not having black men's back. I see it every day, especially within our own community, when brothers speak up and say that we feel that no one has our backs. We feel lonely in our community. They're like, oh, but you're a man. You have all these privileges of patriarchy and all that nonsense, as if black men run the world, as if black men are responsible for slavery, are responsible for the Native American genocide. All that nonsense you hear from the liberal side that they say against white men is now being said against black men. So we are on our own, brothers. Women in our community have turned their backs against us. I don't care what anyone says, especially in the UK and US. I'm from the UK. I see it every day. Women here don't want anything to do with brothers in the UK anymore. They are turning their backs against us, you know? But brothers, we need to support each other. We need to uplift each other and encourage each other. I will say this, nothing in life is permanent. So whatever bad thing you're going through, whatever bad things we're going through, it will not be there forever. I believe in karma. I believe in the great reset. I believe in God. We are the chosen people of earth. We will persevere through these hard times. Okay, brothers. So keep strong and keep the faith. Brothers, feel free to call in if you want to speak on this topic further. I've still got time on the live stream. So call in, brothers. Let me go back to
IP, if I may.
yeah, go on, bro.
Yeah. I just want to tell you that you are truly international because when I was in Sweden, I actually came across somebody who watched your show.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Seriously?
seriously.
Speak
Yeah.
on that, bro. Speak on that. So tell us the whole
So
story behind it. Go on, bro.
yeah, okay. So I was in Sweden and I was in this um hostel. That's what they call it, hostel, or like bedroom sharing. Um, it's like a dorm room basically. So and I came across this dude, and he was like, "Hey man, what's up?" And I was like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, he had a New York accent. So I was like, "Hey man, what's good?" He was like, "Yo, where you from?" And I was like, "Bronx. Where you from?" "Queens." I'm like, "Word? Ah, cool." And then we started talking a little bit. And then I told him about your channel. I was like, "Yo, you know what? I'm here right now, blah blah." And inspiration for me being here was international passport. He was like, "You watch him too?" And I was like, "Yeah." You know what? And I was like, "Yeah." And then we started talking. And I was like, "Wow, that's kind of crazy." Um, I don't know if you've ever been on live call, but he definitely told me he watches you. So yeah.
Yo, that's that's crazy, bro. What?
Yeah.
Yo, wow. So, what was his thoughts on my channel?
Huh?
What was his
Oh,
thoughts on my channel?
oh yeah, no, no. He basically was like, yeah, brothers need to get their passport. We definitely need to get up out of here in the U.S. And he thought your channel was great and very informative. And we was talking about that for a little bit, and then we talked about other things here and there too, because we was going to a party later that day anyway. Um, but yeah, like he's definitely like he's from Queens, so I don't know if you ever again I don't know if you ever been here.
Yeah,
Um,
Queens, New York. Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah,
you know who that is, right?
yeah, yeah.
All right, yeah. So if you know who it is, yeah, I saw him, and it was just by complete coincidence. Trust me, man. It was just like crazy. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like,
Damn, there you go, brothers. You know, the movement is getting out there, which is why I'm saying the likes, the comments, the engagement is very important for us to push out this international passport movement. D
yeah.
has confirmed he had a great time in Sweden, but D will not give intel yet. I will reach out to D to speak about this. I will set up a stream with D when he comes back, and I will also speak with D about his time in Greece today or after the stream. I want him to do some things for me in Greece. Where else are you going to as well, D?
I want to be in Europe for quite a while. So okay, so I came from Sweden, Greece. I plan on going to Montenegro.
Hmm.
I'm plan on going to where else? Switzerland or Austria. If I can do both, I will. Um, I plan on going to Poland, Germany, or Switzerland. If I could do all three, I would. Oh yeah, and I made some friends in while I was in Sweden. I made some German friends, and they were like, "Oh yeah, if you come to Germany, let us know. You can stay at our place." And they were like really cool about it. So that's dope. Then I do plan on going to Ukraine because that same brother that I met in Sweden, he told me good things about Ukraine. So I was like, dang, now I might need to go back east just to finish it at west.
Damn. So, what cities are you going to in Germany if you go there, and what city in Ukraine?
I don't know. Or in Ukraine, most likely the capital, but in Germany, I don't know. Um, but I will figure it. I will figure it out as I go, because that's how I'm doing it. I know like which country I want to visit, but I don't really have the plan of where I'm going to stay. So I just kind of like go with
But
the flow when I'm in the country usually.
the German friends that you met, what cities are they from?
They were from different. I don't know the name of the country, but I mean the place. But I do know some lived in the capital and some lived in other areas of Germany. I'll have to like ask them. Uh, but they were like a group of friends, and they all like kind of lived in like different areas of Germany, but still in Germany. You know what I mean?
All right, fantastic, bro. Okay, I'll reach out to you regarding that, bro. Okay, reach
Gotcha.
out to me on IG. We'll speak about that on the phone. So
Yeah.
let's carry on with the live stream. AF, reach out to me on Twitter, bro. I want to set up some streams with you as well to push out some content for brothers who need that intel. So appreciate you, D and AF. Let me go to brothers. Feel free to call in. There's still some space on the panel. I will still stay on the stream. Please get the likes up. Please cash app and also please send through super chats to support the channel. Let me go to JP Muscardi. What's up, JP? You want to say anything else, bro?
Um, well, I will say, I do feel for J Bones because I briefly mentioned it yesterday. I was homeless myself as well, living in a shelter, and shelters in New York City, that is not an experience I would wish upon my worst enemy. And it's you're right about Black women, is that when I was there, majority of the people I seen there were Black men. And statistically, more Black men are in shelters. More Black men are more violent crimes are committed on Black men. You know, Black women don't understand that. Yeah, at some point, yes, you may have been on the bottom of the totem pole, but after the advent of the current modern feminism, Black women have more of a platform on these spaces to talk about their agenda, and they're able to go on TV and bash Black men, and then they'll also indoctrinate other Black men to bash Black men. So it's like, we have to stick together, because at the end of the day, if we don't have each other's backs, I remember those nights in the homeless shelter where, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I cried myself to sleep a couple of times because it was like that traumatizing for me, like that experience. And J Bone said it, you're by yourself. And I wish I had, someone to talk to, someone who was willing to listen to, like, the struggles I was going through at that period in my life.
Yeah, bro. Hey, yo, good comment there, especially on BW's not having our back. Number of reasons why. Feminism, sorry, thanks, bro. Feminism, big part. The belief that they feel like men are oppressing them. Black men have never oppressed Black women. It's not in history, in Africa, throughout the Caribbean, throughout America. There's no evidence of that happening. It's been other races of men, but feminism preaches that all men are bad, all men are evil, and unfortunately, it's got to the heads of many Black women. And you're also right about the media. Black women have a huge media presence. Of course, the powers that be have given Black women that media presence for them to bash Black men. But thank goodness for YouTube. Although there's problems on YouTube regarding other issues, a lot of brothers have created platforms on here that give us a positive image and call out the BS that's happening in mainstream media. Kevin Samuels shouts Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit as well, and other brothers that, that are part of Black media. If not for YouTube, there'd be no Kevin Samuels or Fresh and Fit, and BWs will be bashing Black men all day, every day. And I think for a fact that people watch YouTube more than mainstream media. So thank goodness that through YouTube, Black men have a media outlet to push out our content. There's no man in the middle. There's no executive telling you what to push out. It's individual brothers pushing out our own media, and that's fantastic. So we're gonna get it back. Patience. Brothers need to just work hard and stay strong. Let me shout out to JP Muscati. Also shout out to hold on, brothers. Shout out to Porter Johnson IV. He sent me £14.51 through the Cash App. Much appreciated, brother. He says, for my regrets, the call will last all night. Further action. Yeah, appreciate that, brother, for the Cash App. Much appreciated, bro. Let me bring in BOLTS Bolts. Are you still there, brother? Bolts. We can't hear you, bro.
I see him in the back chat, but I don't understand why we can't hear him.
Yeah, BOTL. Are you still there, bro? Brother, if you jump off and jump back on, so just get off the stream. It's probably your connection. Let me bring in actually, J Bones. Let's speak again. So yeah, J Bones. I'm happy that you beat homelessness and adversities. How was it like being homeless, and how did you actually go from being homeless to being where you are now? Speak on that, J Bones. Okay, J Bones has some connection issues as well. Let's go to
Hello.
James, yeah, you want to speak? You want to speak, Dave? You want to say
Yeah,
something?
yeah. I do want to speak. Yes. Really quickly.
Okay.
Regarding to the topic we was talking about earlier with the pink pills and stuff like that. The bashing of the black man. Um, I remember I was in this one Discord server where like I believe I may have spoken about it before, where it's like a bunch of us, right? And one day, this Russian, I have a Russian friend over there, and she, tagged me in this like YouTube link, and I think it was like the pink pill, right? Where they were bashing, black men, right? And she told me, she said, "Hey, by the way, this randomly came on through, my recommendation on YouTube, and is this true?" And I had to look at the whole video, just to like see what it's all about. And after watching the whole video of this pink pill lady bashing black men, I had to confirm with her saying that no, this is not true. Not every black man are like this. This is just a lady that's just trying to like ruin our name. So in a way, our name are not just being bashed here in the U.S., but even in Russia apparently, because this girl lives in Russia, and I don't know
Damn.
how it got recommended to her, but she's seen it, and I had to clarify everything for her.
Damn, see what I'm talking about, brothers? There's some evil forces at work that just want to ruin our image, for some odd reason. Uh, and hopefully it doesn't poison the minds of foreign women. But guess what? I
Hmm.
believe that foreign women they're a lot more smarter than Western women because if it was this has been going on for many years now, and we're still doing well with foreign women. They know that it's a bunch of BS. They know that there's a bunch of haters in our community that don't want to see us do well, and it will never work. But we will push back against those evil forces. Shout out to Frank Harris for the £7.25 cash app. Much appreciated, brother. Frank Harris is a regular supporter in this channel. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you very much. Let me bring in J Bones again. Are you still there, J Bones? We lost you
Yeah, I'm
there.
here. Yeah, I'm here. IP. Sorry about that, man. This mountain Wi-Fi is shaky, bro.
No problem, brother.
Yeah.
I've got yes. I was asking you before. How did you go from being actually no? So how did you become homeless, and how did you go from being homeless to where you are now? If you can give that intel, J Bones.
Well, IP, when we first moved here from Africa, I was it didn't really take that long. I fell into the foster system. So I was kind of bouncing around a lot. I lived pretty much everywhere. Like I can tell you, California, St. Louis. I used to live down the street from where Ronald Taylor, the young kid when he just called in. I used to live in Missouri. I lived in Chicago. Lived in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Lived in Detroit. Lived in North Carolina. Lived in South Carolina. Lived in West Virginia. Lived in Georgia. So I was just bouncing around a lot. But what happened is that, one of the things that saved me was like, when you're coming in from a different country, I don't know exactly where your parents are from, IP, but when you're coming in from like an African country or like the Caribbean country, your work ethic as a young kid is a whole lot different. So
Mhm.
I was a smart kid when I was growing up in Ghana, so I was a smart kid here. So it allowed me, my freshman year, I was in Virginia Beach, and I got a call from one of the counselors, and they're like, "Yo, you know, you got a scholarship." And I was like, "Really?" As a freshman in high school, they're like, "Yeah, man, you got two scholarships already. You got one for Princeton and one for Stanford." So I was like,
Wow.
"All right, yeah." So I was excited, like I was really happy about it. So I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna start working hard. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing that." And then it didn't take too long. I got a call again, and I was assigned to a different foster family. So that opportunity went out the window. And then I had to work my way back up again. IP, when I tell you, bro, like brother's really been through a lot. So somewhere around like when I was 17, I went down to Chicago. Chicago has a huge Argentinian population there. So I used to go down there to Chicago to train with some of the boys on the soccer team because they used to have like soccer tournaments between the Ecuadorians and the Argentinians. So I would
Mhm.
go down there in the summertime and I would train with them really, really hard. Like I would train from sun up to sundown, just be busting my behind. Like Joe, I just be working my butt off, man. And then, you know, in the evening, I would come home, sleep for like 2 hours, and then go back work at Taco Bell. Because I went when I was in high school. That was when the recession was active. So when the recession was active, bro, if you were walking down the street and you saw a penny, if you saw 2 cents, 5 cents, if you saw 10 cents, you would pick it up and put it in your pocket real quickly, bro. And I was working at Taco Bell for like 4 hours. Then I would leave Taco Bell, go to McDonald's and work there for another 3.5 hours. Then I would leave again because I was basically homeless. Like I was trying to find out a foster family to live with, and it was so hard, bro. Like the foster system in America, IP, it's like the depth. It's horrible. Like it's
Yeah.
incredibly, yeah. It will break you. Like it will really, really break you, man. I was going through so many things, getting arrested by the police. Um, but then it was one day I got a call from one of my friends. He was like, "Yo, just come back to New York. Just coming back to New York and live with me." And I went back. I stayed with him for a couple of years, and no, I stayed with him for a couple of months, and then I got a scholarship to go to Notre Dame. So when I was at Notre Dame, man, I started working. I was scrubbing the toilet. I was cutting the grass at the school. Sometimes I would go to the dean's office. I think in England you guys call it the headmaster, right? The headmaster's
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go to the headmaster's office. I would clean out his office. I would shine his shoes, bro. I would, wash his car, anything just to get a little bit of money, man. I was really, really going through it. Like I was really, really going through it, man. So, I got lucky my junior year. My junior year, that's when I met my girlfriend. Remember I told you, my Jewish girl, she's from Tel Aviv, Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I met her when I was a junior, and when we started dating, she started helping me out. It was really tough in the beginning because I had a big problem with her family. The Jewish thing and the black thing. Sometimes it just it wasn't really more of that. It was like they didn't see me. They wanted her to kind of like walk with somebody who had money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like they wanted,
Yeah.
I was trying to explain to them, I'm like, yo, I work really hard and I'm working hard to become a better person, but she already had money. Like her dad was like some big hedge fund manager. He worked
Damn.
for like, yeah, he worked for like Goldman and Sachs and stuff like that. So he was really, really like, she comes from a rich family. So we kind of broke it off. We broke it off my junior year because I kind of noticed that they were kind of like giving me. I'd go to her house for dinner, and her dad would kind of pull me outside and be like, "Yo, um, I know my daughter likes you, bro, but this thing is not gonna happen. I don't want anybody coming into the family that, I couldn't tell first, IP, because I was like, does he not like me because I'm black, or does he not like me because I'm poor? I couldn't even understand it at first, but what I noticed is that she liked me. I noticed that she liked me because my girl, she took me everywhere. Like we would go to parties in the Hamptons. She would take me, sometimes when we'd go to Switzerland, she would pay for the, what do you call it? She would pay for the ticket, and she liked me for me. So that's why I be trying to tell brothers, I'm like, yo, y'all gotta find girls that's gonna help you elevate, because there's a lot of women out here that will help you elevate too. IP,
Mm.
it's some women that, but you gotta really, really dig deep. You gotta really, really dig deep and find girls that's gonna help you elevate. What are they gonna? What is the woman going to be adding to your life? You understand what I'm saying? What is she going
Yeah.
to be adding to your life? That's the most important part. That's the most important part, IP, because I remember when I was a senior at Notre Dame, she one night, she was asking me about my future, and I was telling her, I'm like, oh, hopefully after we graduate, I can get a job. At the time, I was studying political science, and she made a call. She made a few calls to some of her friends that work in New York, and they got me a job at the United Nations. And I
Damn.
was like, yeah. I was like, yo, it's good, IP. Like I try to tell brothers, man, it's good to pick out a good girl. Like pick out, somebody that's, you know, try to date. When I was, that was one thing I learned from some of the Haitian brothers. Some of the Haitian brothers when I was at Notre Dame, they're like, yo, you at a top school, so you date top girls. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you at a top school. Don't go dating a girl down the street that works at Burger King. You understand what
Mm.
I'm saying? Like you at a top school, so date a top girl. Date a top girl, man. Don't try to go backwards now. So, she helped me out a lot. we broke it off, and then we got back together, and then we broke it off, and then we got back together. Our relationship, yeah, our relationship is kind of iffy. And the one thing too, one of the reasons why we kept on breaking up, IP, is that no matter how much we talk about foreign women on this channel, the truth about it is that most of us as black men, we do want to end up marrying a black woman.
Yeah,
We do want to end up like, that was one thing. Like, I really like my girl, but sometimes I'd be sitting back and I'm like, damn, like, I don't know, man. Like, get married to a Jewish woman. Like, I love black women. Like, that's the thing. You cannot tell any brother on this channel that they're self hating. The majority of us love black women.
we
The
do.
majority of us, yeah, the majority of us are looking to marry. So sometimes I be thinking about it. I'm like, yo, I really like her. She got a lot of bread. She got a lot of bread, man. Like, like when I go to her house and I see both of those Teslas parked outside,
Yeah,
and she drives the blue one on Monday and the red one on Tuesday. I'm like, yo, I really, but still in the back of my mind, I think about it. I'm like, yo, I still want, I sometimes I think about it. Of course, I don't tell her that, but in the back of my mind, I'd be like, yo, I still want to be with a black girl, but that's the best part. Like, you have to pick out if you're gonna pick out a woman, make sure you at least pick out somebody that's smart. Like, pick out somebody that's gonna help elevate your life. You understand what I'm saying? That's the most important thing.
yeah. Oh, that's great, Jay. But I've got one question for you before I move on to another caller. But let me just address this. B_OLT boats, please, bro. Don't recommend other channels on my channel, because again, if they're not giving me props or credit, I know a lot of big channels watch my channel. I see it on their analytics and they don't give me props. So they need to give me props. And I hope that brothers are going onto their channel and telling everyone, the live stream channels, go and watch International Passport. I don't see that amongst the big channels. So please don't recommend any channels on my channel. Although I do mention Kevin Samuels and Fresh and Fit, but they're big already. So brothers know that I like him a lot. So, but please, let's not do that, brothers. Shout out to Sean M for the $5 super chat. He says, a great stream tonight. God bless all you brothers, all of you brothers. Keep grinding and stay on your purpose. Same to you, brother. God bless you too, Sean M. Thank you again for the super chat. Brothers, this live stream is one of my greatest live streams. One of my greatest. So please hit the super chats, hit the cash app, hit the like button, and comment when I drop this video on my channel. So J Bones, do you feel like they were racist against you?
No, I don't think so. IP, like, if you grew up, you know this better than anybody, because in England, that's how most of the families are. But rich marries rich. You understand what I'm saying? Rich, yeah, rich marries rich. Like, it's, I don't see it in America. It's not really racist. It's That's sort of the thing. It's not really a racist thing, because we have a big Jewish black population, especially if you're in New York and California, especially because a lot of the Jewish people, they deal with the black Hollywood stars and stuff like that. And Hollywood is owned by Jewish people, so there's intermixing between Jewish people and black people for
Oh,
decades, for
be careful of that
centuries.
statement, bro. Before they come after my channel. But I understand,
No,
bro.
no, no. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. My bad about that. But yeah, I didn't see it as a racist thing. I saw it more like as a power struggle. It's like people usually want, and if IP, hypothetically, if we have daughters, if you have a daughter in IP and I have a daughter, and at that time, God willing, we're rich and we're well-to-do, successful men. I don't want my daughter to marry some random guy that works at the gas station. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Yeah,
true.
yeah, and most fathers, they do that. Like, my girl, she told me all the time that her father would contact other men in her group and try to see if she can, if they can recommend their sons to marry her, because you always want to keep the money thing going and build like a wealthy empire within a family. You understand what I'm
Mm,
saying? So yeah, but I know the one thing about my girl is, like, she likes me a lot, because she's worth she's worth some really great money, and I'm not worth that much. Like, I make six figures, but she's a corporate lawyer. She makes real six figures. Like, she makes three times as much as I make. So I know
damn.
that I know she's not with me because of, I'm doing good as far as American standards, but she's really good. Like, I mean, she got she she likes the blue Tesla so much she went and bought a red one. So
Damn. So this is Jay. How did you? I know you met her in junior high, or whatever. Did you approach her, or did she approach you?
no. We actually met in college, but she didn't go to Notre Dame with me. She went to Columbia University. She went to Columbia. I met her. This is what I used to do. Like when I was at Notre, like you should understand this, IP. But American education is not really that big of a deal. Some of these people here, man. Like when I was in school, I used to dominate all the white kids in my class. Like because when you're growing up, it's that thing that they feed us with. They feed us with this thing as all the white people are so smart and white people are the smart. No, 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 no. If you're coming in out of Nigeria,
Hmm.
Ghana, some of these Caribbean countries, bro, when you get here, you can notice that like some things like calculus. I learned calculus when I was back home in Ghana, and then here they don't teach calculus until you're a senior in high school. So you can tell that yeah, they American education is a joke. Like it's it's a complete joke. Like sometimes you walk into class and the teachers are just mixing up their coffee with a bottle of whiskey. They're not worried about they're not worried about what the kids are gonna learn, bro.
So
You
is that
understand
how
what I'm
you met her?
saying?
Did you meet her in that class?
No, I met her. I used to take time off. Like I used to take time off when I was at Notre Dame. It wasn't challenging. Like I breezed through an Ivy League school like it was nothing. I used to go to other Ivy League school and take classes there and try to keep my mind sharp. So one time I went to Princeton University and she was sitting under a tree. And I don't know what it is. I feel like I was walking by and like my girl, she's a redhead. So she's redheaded and she has freckles. So her her what do you call it? Her hair was like blown in a wind. As guys, you can see a beautiful girl when you see one. So I was like, I was walking by IP, and I'm like, yo, it's some like I was just looking at her. I was like, yo, it's something different with this chick. And I always so like low key IP, I started stalking her. Like I started like asking about her, and like I would see her at the coffee shop because all the in America all the white girls hang out at Starbucks. And I've
Hmm.
never been to Starbucks. Like it's a waste of time. The coffee is like $10 a cup. So I would go to Starbucks and I was broke. Like IP, I was broke as hell because I was on scholarship. So, I barely had any money. So I would go to Starbucks and I would just walk around and I would just pretend that I was buying coffee. And at Starbucks in America, if you buy one cup, you can go back and they'll kind of refill it for you depending on where you are. So I was kind of like walking around, and I saw her. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go talk to her, IP. So I was standing there, and then she made eye contact with me, and she was like, she looked at me, and then I started looking outside, like I wasn't paying attention, and she was like, hey, have I seen you before? And I'm like, oh, me? Um, nah, I don't know, like I don't go to school here. She was like, yeah, you're the kid with the Notre Dame sweatshirt, and I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. She was like, oh, okay, you play football? And I was like, nah, I play soccer. And she was like, wow, okay, I played soccer when I was in high school. Boom. That's it. That's it right there, IP. We got him. We got him. That's how you do it, bro. That's like Wayne Rooney standing 30 yards away from the goal. I'm about to put this ball in. Like I hit the free kick. Let me tell you something, IP. That day, I hit the free kick over the wall. It fell right into the bottom corner. I hit the free kick over the wall, man. We sat there, we started talking and talking and talking. We talk until Starbucks closed down. They had to literally tell us to leave. Like we literally sat there and just talking, talking, talking. Yo, so we started talking and she invited me back to her crib and she made me dinner that night. So, I played the game, the gentleman's game. So I was like, oh, it's getting late. I got to get home, yada, 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 this and that. And she was like, oh, can I call you sometime? Yada yada. And I was like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, my back hurts. Yada. She was like, well, and I'm like, wow. She was like, what happened? I was like, oh, I twisted my ankle during soccer practice. And she was like, oh, let me look at it. And I was like, all right, cool. So I put my feet on the table, and she was like, oh, can you like pull your pants to the. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, sure, yeah. So I started acting like I didn't know what was going on. And then she went to the room and I saw her setting up candles in her bedroom. I said, game, game time, game time, IP, game time, bro, game time, IP, game time. So I ran to the bathroom. I ran to the bathroom real quick, started washing my hands, and I came back out. And then by the time I came back out the bathroom, all the lights was dim. And then I want to keep it PG-13. So I'm pretty sure we're all adults here. But yeah, that's how it happened, bro. That's how it
That's
happened.
what's up. Were you Notre
Yeah.
Dame on a soccer scholarship? Is that how you got into Notre Dame?
I was actually both. I was on I doubled. I was on soccer scholarship and I was on what do you call it, on academic. But what happened is in my freshman year, I actually I was really thankful for it. Um, I was working part time off campus and I slipped. At South Bend, Indiana, it gets cold, bro. Like Indiana gets cold during the winter time. So I slipped on the ice at a train station and I cracked my ankle.
Damn.
So yeah, I couldn't play. I couldn't play, so I lost my the good news is that I couldn't activate on my soccer scholarship, so I just played. I activated on my academic scholarship. That's why I be trying to tell brothers all the time. That's one thing that hurts our American brothers here. A lot of them are really good at sports, at playing basketball and football, but they don't take school seriously. But if you tear your ACL, what's gonna happen? If you tear your ACL, you're gonna lose your scholarship. You're gonna be you're going to be done. You're going to be done. There's nothing going to be working out for you. So, you're going to be in a bad spot. And, but I got lucky. I was, that's the thing. That's what I appreciate with African and Caribbean parents. It's like education is first.
Mm.
Education is first. Like, yeah, everything is second. Education comes first. Everything else is second nature. I don't care how good you are at volleyball. I don't care how good you are at soccer, basketball, football. Education comes first. Education comes first. So I was real happy about that. Like, I was happy to have my father around. He was a great guy, and he was very strict with us. So you know, I activated on my academic scholarship, and I was actually going to transfer out. I wanted to go to school in California because at the time I got an offer to go to Stanford, and the girls in California is 10 times more special. But I stayed at Notre Dame, and I finished it off, man.
Yes, bro. I love hearing stories like that. Yeah, I think you're right. Most of us want black women, but some women out there that are foreign, that are just feminine, that just treat you right, and it makes it very hard, man. I don't know why sisters in the US can't be like that. If they were like this, we would be chasing after them, but they can continue being masculine, they can continue being feminist, and we'll see where that takes them in the future. But thanks for
It's
that,
not.
J Bones, man. I'll
It's
say your
it's
last point, sorry, bro.
Yeah, it's there's I think it was JP Muscardi that said it before. There's an incentive within a culture to always make them look like, they're the heroes. Right now, as we speak, IP, Goldman and Sachs is preparing $20 billion to give to black women for no damn reason. I don't know if you've heard
Mm.
about this before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
yeah,
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 I heard
yeah.
of that stupid bull crap.
Exactly. Yeah, they're going to be giving. Matter of fact,
Excuse me?
yeah, yeah. Goldman and Sachs is preparing $20 billion. And matter of fact, it's actually going to get worse, gentlemen. Word on the street is that they're actually hiking it up to 50 billion. They're
Yeah,
So
actually
what
going to
about
hike
black?
it up.
exclusively
What
for
about
black
black men?
women and black women owned businesses.
Yeah. What
Black.
about black men?
No, 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 no.
You
Nothing.
mean like
Black. They
weed
they said it.
shops
They
and
Black
Yeah.
women
They
only.
went. They went on to the. Yeah. They went on the what's his name. They've been on the radio. They've been talking between all the feminist groups. They are preparing a $50 billion to give to black. They even have T-shirts. It says "Black women only."
What?
They even
I'm
have
nothing.
T-shirts. Yeah. They even have
I'm
T-shirts
nothing
for it.
for nothing for black men at all. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Man,
that's crazy. Get your
they they
passport,
BS.
guys.
the only time they raise money, the only time in America, IP, the only time they raise $50 billion for black men. Do you know when they raise that type of money?
When they get shot, isn't it? When black men get shot.
Even better, when it's time to build prisons.
Oh my goodness. It's a
Yeah, yeah.
joke.
Wow.
When it's time for Philadelphia now has $500 million, which is invested into they're going to be building more. There are more prisons in Philadelphia than there are schools.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Actually, you know what I think this is? It's a very old tactic called divide and conquer. Yeah.
divide and conquer. Yeah, yeah.
And that's what I think that's going on right now. So it's they basically by dividing it, at least in my opinion, black men and black women, it's going to be harder for us to really support each other. And if you only have half the numbers, then you're essentially weak.
Yeah, I think
The reason behind it, IP, I'm gonna tell you some deep dark stuff. Is going really like shake you. The reason why they're giving the money to sisters is because it's an what do you call it? It's an evolutionary trick to basically boost up more Pookies and Ray Rays, because those sisters are going to get that money, and then there's going to be more Pookies and Ray Ray who are going to be leeching off of them. So
yeah,
guess what we're going to have? Another 10, 20 years of single parents. I mean, just basically a bunch of kids running around with no fathers. And, Dr. Umar Johnson is going to be simping, talking about why we're not raising somebody else's kids.
yeah.
It's just going to be a whole bunch of nonsense. But that's what they're doing. Word on the street is that they're going to give the money to black women, so then those black women, they know that Pookie and Ray Ray is going to be sniffing around the corner as soon as he gets out of prison, and Keisha goes to pick him up. That's another baby on the way who is going to be failing in life in just about 10 years. That's pretty much the game plan.
Yo, I think we need to have a stream on that in the future. But thanks for that, J Bones.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Great
sir.
discussion there, brother. Donovan Kirk, long time, brother. Please call in Donovan Kirk. It's been a long time, bro. I hope your business is going well with the app. That was a classic live stream we did last month. Please call in, Donovan. That'd be great. Let me go to Bolt. He's been patient. Are you there, Bolts? We can't hear you, brother. Bolts, fix up your mic. I don't know if it's your connection or your mic, but bro, we cannot hear you. I don't know what's going on, bro.
And he's been in here for a while too.
He's been there. Yeah, Bolts. I want to end the stream in like 5-10 minutes, but I'm gonna let you speak. So, bro, I think you need to fix your mic. I'll give you 10 minutes to fix it. Donovan Kirk, please call in, brother. It's been a long time, bro. That's a legend right there, Donovan. Doing great things with his app, meeting the right people. We love seeing brothers do that. I hope to see Donovan Kirk become a CEO and taking his company public, being a high-value black man in the suits, making great moves. Call in Donovan Kirk. Thank you, bro. This has been a great live stream. I did not expect it to be this fantastic. I'm going to say this, brothers. We've got a stream tomorrow regarding finance. The legend Tony Berry himself will be dropping finance game. And we know Tony Berry is a high-value man. We know he's done great things in his life. So the stream will be Tony Berry giving intel on finance. I think it might be stocks, it might be crypto, I don't know. But what's made Tony Berry a high-value man, he will be dropping that intel for brothers. So let's go, bro. Jesse, yes, I will be keeping the stream up. It will go straight onto my channel as soon as I end this live stream. So any brothers can rewatch it and gain the intel. Donovan Kirk, call in, bro. Donovan, call in. It's been a long time, bro. It's been a minute. I want to speak to you, bro. Yeah, Bolts, you're still can't hear you, brother. In the meantime, brothers, hit the super chats, hit the cash app if you want to support the movement. Honestly, D has made my evening by telling me that he met a brother who watched my channel in Sweden. That's fantastic. D, DM me on IG. I'll speak to you. I'll call you directly. Who else? So everyone's spoken. Hold up, brothers. Sorry. James Stone, do you want to say something, bro?
No, not really, IP. I just appreciate your platform. And brothers, hit the super chat and the cash app and hit the like button because brothers need to hear this. And IP, you're doing a lot for all of us. And I just want to say thank you. That's all I have to say.
You're welcome, bro. Thank you for the kind words, James Stone. Again, thank you for calling in, Brian, for your support. Much appreciated, brother. AF, I have checked my Twitter DM. I replied to you literally 10 minutes ago. Please get back to me. Volko AF, yes, that's for you, bro. I've seen your Twitter DM. I've replied to you. Let's set up the live stream, bro. I've replied to your DM. Please reach back out to me. I don't think Donovan Kirk is going to call in. Okay, what do you want to say, D?
Oh yeah, I just want to say that I appreciate your content as well. And also, this is an advice I think I wanted to give really. Never makes certain circle friends with other circle friends, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Right. For example, I have plenty of friends, but I keep them all in a circle. For example, I have my academic friends in school. I have my hood friends in New York, and I have my international friends, abroad. And rarely do I ever mix them up because just for example, bringing one friend to another circle can corrupt them, right? So if I bring one of my international friends to my, I don't know, hood friends or vice versa, it can kind of be corrupt on both sides, really, right?
Mhm.
Um, so that's why I usually keep my friends of circles like in circles. I don't really branch out or introduce one friend to another unless there's a reason to, but I usually don't do it. For
Yeah,
example, like
I
I'll
agree,
never
bro.
bring my hood friends in here because I don't
They
think
don't get it. They will
they don't
never
get
understand
exactly.
it. Yeah, they will never, bro. D, you're from New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. I would never bring, I would never bring some of the Jersey brothers. I introduced a brother to your channel, IP, and he hit me back. He hit me back. He was like, "Yo, this dude talking about some passport stuff, man. I don't even got my driver's license." I was like, "Oh God."
Oh dear.
I was like, "Yo, nah, but D, you know what I'm talking about, right? Some
Yeah,
of
no,
these
I know what
dudes,
you mean.
especially,
Yeah.
yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yo, IP, I literally introduced to a brother to your channel. I'm like, yo, because I talk to a lot of the young kids, when I counsel them, and I'm like, yo, you should check out International Passport. And I'm like, yo, he's this really really smart brother from the UK. And I was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, yeah, he's from England. He's really smart. He was like, man. So he checked out your channel. He was watching the live stream, and I even saw him here. Like I saw him in the live stream, and I was, trying to talk to him. So I saw him the next day, and I'm like, yo, how'd you like it? IP's pretty cool, right? He's like, yeah, man, but he keep on talking about some damn passport. I said, yeah, go get your passport, bro. And he's like, man, I can't even get my driver's license. And I was like, wait. So I was looking at him. I'm like, yeah. I was like, yo, Daquan, you can't get your driver's license? Why can't you get it? He was like, well, what happened was, I had stole a car and I crashed it. And
Ah.
I was like, okay, so what's the point? And that's what happens here, IP. Like, if you live in New York or Jersey, if you don't have your license and you drive a car and do something before you get your license will literally be restricted. So you have a restricted license that you don't even have yet. You
Exactly.
have
Yep.
yeah, you have an imaginary license that you don't even have yet. You can't even use. Yo, IP. Some of these dudes, Mo. Yo, you don't know how American people are, bro. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
go get your passport, bro. Passport? Nah, I ain't even got a state ID. I can't even get into the library. I said, oh, I said,
Yeah,
yo, man, IP.
that's a
Some of
fact.
these,
That's actually that's
you
big
you
fact
don't-
because
IP. You don't. D. You from Queens?
Bronx.
Oh, you from the Bronx? Yeah, man. I used to date. Somebody said they're from Queens. I think JP. You said you was from Queens. Somebody said you was from Queens, right?
Yeah, there's somebody here definitely from Queens for sure. I
Yeah,
know it.
somebody definitely from Queens. Yeah, I used to date a
Yeah, I was born in Queens, but I was raised in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I swear, I know I wasn't going crazy for a second there, JP. I was like, yo, I used to date a girl because there's a lot of Lebanese people in Queens. I used to date this Lebanese girl in Queens, and I went to see her one time. I was like, I knocked her. I was like downstairs, and I knocked on her door. So I'm like, yo, yeah, Lenny, come outside, man, let's go. All I heard was pow, 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 yo, pow, pow, pow. I'm like, oh God, I can't even go to from one neighborhood to another. Literally, IP. There were two shootings in the same. I came from Brooklyn. There was a shooting
Ah.
there. Hopped into Queens. There was another shooting there. We caught the train back to the Bronx. There was another shooting. I was like, oh Jesus Christ. Oh
Yeah.
my God. IP, man. It's rough out here, bro. It's rough out here, man. Too many
No,
Pookies and Ray
yeah,
Rays.
and that's a fact. It's really rough out here. That's why like I can't. I don't usually associate my hood friends with my other circle of friends or vice versa because like there was this one dude in my blog. I remember I was telling him about IP. I was like, oh yeah, there's this dude named International Passport. You should check him out. So like, what's that? And I said, oh, this dude talk about get your passport and leave the country because the girls out here ain't worth it. Blah blah blah. And he was like, nah, bro. And I'm like,
That-
what do you mean? Like, I never even left the Bronx. He was like, nah, I tried going to Canada, but they kicked me out because I had a
Ah.
felony charge. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, they won't
Damn.
even they serious over there. They when you get to the border in Montreal and they scan your driver's license or your
Mhm.
if you have a
Yeah, yeah,
parking ticket, they'll probably
be-
question you about it over there at the border. So
mm,
yeah, it's yeah, sometimes man, IP, trust me. I've introduced so many brothers to your channel, man. And he over here talking about some damn
Driver's
passport, man.
license.
I don't even
driver
know where the
license.
post
Yeah.
office at. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ.
All
Just
right,
some of these people,
brothers.
IP, we're gonna have to leave them behind, bro. Some of these
Yeah,
people, man, they
it's
just not they not here for. If you're here, I always say it, IP. If you're here on your channel, as we show up here faithfully, and I support. You know, I hit the super chat, I hit the cash app. I'm here. I believe in what you do, IP, because you're the type of brothers that we like. This is it. This is if you're here, you're one of us. You know, like
Yep.
the Italian mafia, they used to say, "This thing of ours." You know, they used to say
yeah,
it all this time. This thing of ours. If you're here with us, IP, you know the brothers that are here with us, they're here with us. You know what I'm saying? What I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, you know, we're a different group right now.
all right, thanks for that, brothers. Great discussion. Shout out to Donovan Kirk for the $1999 super chat. What's up, Donovan Kirk, the legend? He says the way we win is by monetizing our creativity. Can't call in today, but one love, but one love. That's a shame, brother. But I hope it's all well with you, bro. Hope you're safe. Hope the business is popping for you, brother. I will get you back on a live stream to speak about an update on your business and see how that's going, brother. But great super chat, bro. I know you're doing great things in your personal life. Shout out to Conrad Grant, again, a regular supporter for the $2 super chat. He says, IP, you have done it again, brother. Great stream. Thank you for the kind words, brother. Tomorrow is another great stream. We have the legendary Tony Berry to drop financial game for brothers, so that should be great as well. Thank you very much, Conrad Grant. All right, brothers, I'm going to have to log off now. It's pretty late over here in the UK. I will see you, brothers, on the stream tomorrow. Again, if you're not part of the Facebook group, here is a link to it. Hold on. Who was that brother that said he? Hold on, give me 1 second, brothers. Let's see. VS, what's your name on the Facebook group? V.S. What is your name on the Facebook group? I want to verify that you're not a troll. You know, give me your name and I might possibly accept you. There's one dude I see, right? He's got some weird pictures on his picture profile. I'm like, nah, dude. You know, I don't want no trolls up in this Facebook group. It's golden up in here. We got something good going there. Got some next cartoon ish and that ish, man. We don't do that weird stuff. Who are you on the Facebook group? V.S? Let's see. What's your name, bro? Balmore Shaw. Let's see. Balmore Shaw. Let's see, brother. Let's see. Okay. I don't see you, bro. I don't see a name called Balmore Shaw. No, bro, I don't see that. I hope you're not a troll. I don't see that, brother. But yes, bro, classic live stream. There's still time to send through super chats, cash apps. Actually, you can send cash apps anytime you want to, but super chats before the stream ends. Here's a Facebook group if you want to join the movement. If you want to speak to high value males, like I said, the Discord server is coming very soon. Give me more time to set that up. I've just been very busy. Again, follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM if you want to speak to me over an audio phone call or send me a DM. Doesn't matter. And then here is my Twitter as well, brothers. Give me 1 second. Follow me on Twitter. Send me a DM on Twitter, and I will get back to you. The one-to-one consultation calls I'm still setting up. Give me more time for that, brothers. But right now, reach out to me on those social media platforms. I'm not charging for it yet. I'll be there for you, brothers. I'll call you. You call me. Have a discussion, and that should be fantastic, brothers. Great stream. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, J Bones. Thank you, JP Mascardi. Thank you, D. Thank you to everyone that super chatted and cash apps during this live stream, and for all the other brothers that contributed to the live stream panel. Brothers, I will see you tomorrow on the finance live stream with the legendary Tony Berry. That should be a great stream. I cannot wait for that. So, brothers, look after yourselves. And when I drop this stream on my channel, can everyone please comment on it? Your comments will allow the algorithm to push out the videos to other brothers who need this intel. There are over 50 people watching this live stream. I need to see 50 comments on this video when it drops on my channel. Okay, brothers? Everyone comments on all my videos, past videos, this video, because again, comments help out with the YouTube algorithm. Shout out to Ronald Taylor for the $199 super chat. He said, excellent. Take care, brothers. Same to you, brother. Keep safe, keep well, look after yourself, bro. Health is wealth. Brothers, do well. Valmore Shaw. Okay, I see you, brother. It's only, okay. Let's see. Let me see if I'm not a troll, Valmore. Is that you, Valmore? There's only one picture of you on your YouTube page, which normally indicates a troll, you know. Well, I'll think about it tomorrow morning. All right, brothers, take it easy, brothers. Look after yourself, and I'll see you, brothers, on my stream tomorrow. Okay, where is it?